Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, I'll like.
I can't see you, but I trust whatever pose you're rocking.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2.
Are y'all ready for the 7-way parlay? I'm about to bet on the Golden State Warriors tonight.
That's the worst fucking bet I've ever heard in my life.
I disagree, Gary. I disagree.
You know what I can't agree on though? You know what we can't agree on though?
What can we agree on?
That we're back.
We back.
Yes, sir. We back in this
OTP
bitch.
is back, baby.
OTP is back. Ooh,
I
man.
feel like we're always back. We always take a little bit of a break, and then we're like, all right, we're back.
we gotta live a little bit. So we got some stuff to talk about when we're on the pod. You know, that's the whole thing.
Exactly. As you can see, we've been living it up. Got these glasses. I'm full Hollywood right now, in case you can't tell.
Right.
But yes, here, tell them real quick. This is our Halloween Hollow stream.
Hollow stream.
An Our Thoughts Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are doing well. Who are you, if you don't mind?
Let me. I want y'all to guess though. I want y'all to guess first. Obviously, we are in costume. Halloween weekend. It's this. Y'all know I love Halloween. Anyway, let's see. I'll give a little bit of a show and tell of my costume. Appreciate the love on the shirt. You know. Let me hit a pose.
Just imagine there's a big gun there.
I do have a little airsoft gun, but that's probably not YouTube friendly.
Yeah,
that I would have posed with. You'll see it on the gram. You'll see it on the gram like that. But
let's see if by the end of the stream, you know, let's give them until 5:30, exactly 5:30.
Yeah. I'll give you guys a little. Okay, now Cesco, hit your pose. For your character, whoever you are dressed up as. Okay. We got the Andrew Tate.
Here's another one.
He's not Andrew Tate. Yeah, there you go. That's if you know kind of thing.
Yeah. There you go. That's those are my two poses for this Halloween.
Hey, Magnum PI is not a bad guess. Magnum PI is not a bad guess for me.
Very good reference. W reference.
W reference.
Man, how have you been? First of all, real quick, just to start off the show, ladies and gentlemen, this dude right here next to me, kind of, not really, but kind of next to me. This dude right here dropped the trailer.
Yes.
For his latest film that's coming out soon. Brawler.
Yes, sir. Yeah, appreciate the love in the chat. I see people were watching Brawler. That's super cool. Or at least the trailer. But yeah, man, I will say it right now. A little exclusive. Brawler will be dropping. Brawler will be dropping right now. I'm gonna tell you, you heard it here first. At the top of next month. Sooner than you think. Yes, sir. But yeah, appreciate all the love on the trailer. It's been a long time coming, man. It's been, I think I started working on Brawler maybe 8 months ago. So almost, better half of this year. But it feels really good to get the trailer out. I've showed it to a few people. Cesco got the private screening, so it's I can't wait to just like release it and just give it to the world,
Man, yeah, it's incredible because for me personally, because I remember you sent me like a very not rough, but like one of the very first drafts, I think, one of the first like finished drafts of the film. And it ended up becoming, a lot of other different things, but I think the heart of the movie is still what it is. So I'm very excited for you guys to check it out. It's just so well done, so well executed. Matt, and if you don't know, well, you're gonna find out
now.
Soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Curry, Ace Ventura is a great guess. I was gonna say I'm not Ace Ventura, even though I love. Okay, please tell me y'all have seen Ace Ventura: Pet Detective at least.
Come on now.
I actually just watched that for the first time like this year, and I was like, "There's no way this is like." I haven't seen any of the Ace Ventura. I haven't even seen like any clips. Like somehow I've like avoided that my whole life. But I watched it for the first time this year, and I was like, "Yo, this is wild!" Like they really like Jim Carrey. Like I don't know. I was like, this man is really just wilding out every like no break. The whole movie, he's just wild. I'm like, what is he? I don't know. It's a good movie. It's kind of problematic, but like it's really funny.
Jim Carrey's best performance, in your opinion?
Jim Carrey's best performance, probably. I don't know. Truman Show was great. I thought
Oh,
he was really good in that.
that's
But
just one of my
then,
favorite
but then,
series.
like,
Yeah,
how can you compare like Truman Show to like
The
The
Mask.
Mask or something?
Mm.
Yeah, or to
Hmm.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah,
But clearly, Ace Ventura
The
is the
Riddler,
best. The
and
Riddler. Oh yeah,
Batman Forever. You
yeah,
know,
that's true. Damn. Shout out
you
Jim
got.
Curry.
Oh my God,
Jim
shout out
Curry.
Jim Curry. Yeah,
Jim
Steph
Curry.
Curry's dad. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
Curry's dad.
yeah, 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 yeah. But
Oh, hey,
who?
okay, I gotta call it out. Darren. Darren guessed it.
Wow,
Nice.
congrats to Darren. That is a
Yes.
good. That was a deep cut right there, and he
Leo.
got
Yes, you got it, bro.
it up.
You see the chain.
So what do we give Darren? That we got to give him something. Well, we'll give him a special shout
Round of
out right now.
applause. Yeah, shout out
Round of
Darren.
applause to
Shout
Darren.
out
Everyone,
Darren.
put
Here,
some
let me
claps
show
in the chat.
you. I'll
Yeah,
show
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'll reveal. This is basically what I was going for. Pretty close, I will say,
Hmm.
with the shirt. Um, he's looking really. He's got a cigarette. Looking real
The funny
moody.
thing is, my costume looks like he could be your character's deadbeat dad.
Right.
We could
I'm the
be
reason
Leo.
why I'm like all fucked up. You're the reason why he's all fucked up.
Oh, what was it? Yeah, Endless Eternal. I know what
There
movie
you
you're
go.
talking about. Eternal Sunlight of the Spotless Mind. That's a great movie as well.
Oh my
I was
god.
just talking about
Oh
Jim
yeah,
Carrey
that.
movies.
Oh, that's a great. That's a really good movie actually. I'd say
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
actually Spotless Mind is better than The Truman Show in my opinion.
I could see that. I could absolutely see that. I think I just love Truman Show because it was the first movie that really like shook me like that. I was like, oh shit, I
Mm,
get that. So it's more the moment for me than the film
right.
itself. But yeah, Spotless Mind. Oh,
Nice. Good
beautiful
guess.
movie.
Good guess, Darren. People have still
They
not guessed Chesco's I gotta point this way.
they
Chesco's.
know. They know. I'm sure they do. But
Somebody gotta say it. Somebody gotta say it.
yeah, sure. No one has said it in the chat. But anyways, OTP. Well, we keep going in the chat. But yeah, we're back. We're better, and we have some fun stories to tell, man.
Yeah.
We've been living it up the last few weeks, you know. And I mean, shoot, where do you want to start, man?
Why don't we start with our little weekend we had? A
Yeah.
little weekend bender that turned
Movie.
into a movie, bro. I don't even know where to
Yeah, yeah.
start.
So, so yeah, coming in, I had this great opportunity, this conference with Adobe, with the CSUEA internship that I help with, and I got to go to LA and got to learn from like some experts in the industry and have like really cool, like a really cool, inspiring kind of convention type thing, which was I was really happy about. But what I was really excited about was the fact that it lined up to where it was Monday through Thursday,
Hmm.
and then my Friday through Saturday was free, and I'm still in the area. And I'm like, yo, Matt, like this is it, man. This is like the perfect, like the stars
Right.
lined up for this week. So yeah, so the conference ends. It's Thursday or Friday morning, and I drive over to my boy Matt's place. Yeah, I picked you up at your place, right?
Hmm.
And where did we go? Where did we go?
Our first stop. Well, we went. I had a little. We had a little like I don't know what to call it. Maybe not really a vlog, but like we just kind of walked around LA. We went to Alvera Street. If y'all haven't heard, it was for a little work thing. But Chesco and I were kind of
What
wandering down.
what is
Um,
Olvera Street, if you could?
yeah. So Alvera Street is technically like no, it is. It's where LA like started. It was like a bunch of settlers from. It was one like way back, maybe like 1800s, maybe earlier, like 1700s, where a bunch of people from Mexico, when California was still part of Mexico, came and they're like, all right, like we're posting up right here, and let's just call this like Los Angeles. And so from that point on, obviously the city grew tenfold. But that specific spot is called Alvera Street, and it's preserved. It's like in the middle of historic downtown Los Angeles. So yeah, it was cool. It's like a really cool, like dense little Mexican market that we were walking around. We were looking at all the art. Of course, we got some tacos. They have like world famous taquitos there.
Yeah, we
Got
didn't
me
get
in.
to try because we were full as hell
I know,
from
yeah. We
from
saw
the
that after we
burritos
had
and
a whole
tacos.
plate of a whole plate of food.
I know we were like,
Um,
damn.
Yeah, but it was cool. I like filmed us going around. It was for like another project I was working on. But of course, I don't know, we immediately just went to go get some food like the moment that we were started hanging out.
Oh yeah,
But after that, we this was the main thing that I think it was the same day. You were like, "Oh, let's go to this thing." You sent me the post. Um,
oh,
but
it was
or was it like the day before?
okay, yeah. So full disclosure here. We were gonna go to the Universal Studios thing
Yeah,
and do the video that you guys I'm sure want from us is going through the weekend haunted house, but things just didn't line up. And
scheduling.
then so yeah, and we were on the phone. We were like, I guess, just it is what it is. And literally right as I get off the phone with Matt, I scroll on Instagram and I see this amazing like guiding light from Anderson.PAAK.
Right.
He posted, like, guys, I'm gonna be at this meet and greet. I'm gonna be at this LA restaurant that I'm partners with, Olivia restaurant, and come through. I'm gonna be handing out pizzas and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be on Saturday. So fast forward to Friday, and we're like, shit, are we actually doing that? Like, is that the
Right.
move? And we're like, yeah, I mean, I guess we have to, like we got to do something. And
Yeah.
also he said if you order the Pee Wee special. What's up, D Mind? Good to
What's
see
good?
you.
What's good?
And also Daniel. Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nobody's guessed his costume yet. Just saying, nobody's guessed
I
it.
know
Blade, Daredevil, or
Daredevil.
that's a
I
that's
like
a that's a cool costume idea though.
Daredevil. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll say this about Daredevil. One thing is that he's on the new She-Hulk show,
Mm.
and he's just so cool, and I like really liked his vibe, and I'm like, damn, if I had an excuse to just wear sunglasses all the time, I
Mm.
would feel so cool, and I feel like I'd be so much more approachable because like I feel like when I talk, I don't know, I never know what to do with my eyes. Like, do I
Right.
look
Right.
at
Right.
you? Do I look down? All that stuff because like eye contact can be a little intimidating, but if I'm just here
Just
and I'm just
chilling.
talking to you and I'm chilling, you don't know where I'm looking, which I guess was for better or for
Mm.
worse.
Mm.
But I feel like that's just cool. Anyways, uh,
What you're saying, Anderson Pack meet and greet.
yeah, no, so we're like, okay, that's the move. We're doing it. So fast forward to Saturday, and um, we're at the restaurant, and it's just I don't know, like what do you want to tell about that whole
I mean,
experience?
we could tell, but we could also show. Of course, we took a
Oh,
bunch of photos, but it was cool. It was So basically, like Cesco said, it was a grand opening for this restaurant that Anderson Pack is partnering with called Olivia, this like vegan restaurant. And we show up and like the line's not bad. So like, and we're only there like an hour before. Um, and so here, let me start doing some show and tell here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, y'all.
The vibes
So
were incredible.
the vibes were great.
Woo.
So here it doesn't look like amazing. There's literally like for some reason they left this trash can in the middle of the parking lot, but there's like this whole line. Here's a restaurant on the left called Olivia. It's kind of hard to see,
It's
but
it's
it's
better to see at night
yeah
because like, it's
at
all
night.
lit and all that stuff. But yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
hold on, how do I zoom out? Okay, so here's more of the line. This really was all of the line. Like when we showed up, so we're like, oh shit, we're close. Like we're definitely gonna meet him. So
Hmm.
here's us chilling, just
Hey.
waiting in line. Anderson Pack, he was running a little late. He let us know on his story he had to take a deuce, so he was running about 30 minutes late. That's real, by the way.
Yeah, that would have been. Hey
Yeah,
man, get it out now.
yeah.
That's cool with me.
But
Sure.
while we were waiting, though, they had. Hold on, we took a bunch. They had this little like Anderson Pack like, what are these called? Mascot? Like,
God,
hold on, there's
yeah,
a better one. Yeah, so it's this dude who like dressed up as Anderson Pack. He has his Vans on.
yeah.
Um,
What
he's
what
got
did
his
we
big
call him?
ass face.
What
Oh
did we
yeah,
call him?
Andy Pock. Andy Pock. Instead of yeah, that's Andy Pock. His like the weekday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he was cool. We got a picture with him. Yeah, I mean
Cool.
this is how big of this head is like life size. Like this is how big like Anderson's Pack head actually is. I think.
I will say, it was very, it was plausible in my opinion for him to like just take off the mat, like
Yeah.
the head, like 30 minutes in and be like, what's up, guys? You know, like
And,
I
and
could easily
Anderson's under the mask. Yeah, yeah.
so that was part of the fun was being like, I'm interacting with this thing that very well could be Anderson Paak,
Yeah.
but then as the day goes on, you're like, okay, no, we're actually waiting for Anderson Paak. But this was a fun little thing, you know, to keep us. He
Keep
was
us
just dancing the
entertained.
whole way through, having dance battles, you know.
Yeah.
So it was a cool vibe. Cool
Yeah,
vibe.
it was definitely a vibe. He was cool. And then the man himself pulled up. Here he is. Hold on. There he is. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. When I saw this ramen noodle ass looking wig, I was like, "Who the hell is this?"
No, you're like, you looked at that, you're like, this could only be one person.
Yeah.
Straight out the 70s, bro. Look
Yup.
at that fit. Like,
Dapping
Oh,
up the whole
man.
crew. He's an Anderson Paak, bro. Hold on, I think I got another one.
Anderson motherfucking Paak. Like the same dude that made Calm Down, the same dude that
Right.
made Malibu, Oxnard, Silk Sonic, all of that shit, man. Like,
Right.
and look at that car. There's a funny
Classic.
story behind that car because I just kind of
Yeah.
pulled up, and Matt was just like, "That's a fucking cool car."
It is a cool ass
It's
car.
tuning up.
That's a old Chevrolet or whatever.
Yeah.
So here's some of the owners. This is the ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yeah.
They gave this man the big scissors. Pretty
Is there
dope.
audio going, by the way, or?
Yeah, there is, but you can't really hear what he's saying. But he's just like, yeah. And then he just cuts the ribbon. But this is
Yeah,
us
yeah.
moments before meeting him. And what I thought it was going to be was like, I thought like, oh, you know, Anderson, he's going to like be behind the counter. And it's going to be super quick, like 2 seconds. He's going to, because they advertised like free pizza was the whole thing. So I thought he was going to be like, oh, like, what's up? Here's your pizza next, you know? But nah, man, it was, oh, here's the mascot chilling in the car. But it literally was a whole meet and greet. Like he was just standing there. You could give him a hug, take photos. He was signing stuff. Here.
Yeah. So it was first him, and then you go get
Yeah.
the pizza, like for real.
So this
like,
is
that
Maya
was-
meeting Anderson Paak. This is so wild, bro.
Look at this.
Signing
and,
the tote.
And Maya had. Yeah. Maya had him sign their Silk Sonic tote bag right on top of.
So
I thought
wild.
it would have been funny if he signed right on top of Bruno.
I know,
You know,
yeah,
like,
on
you
his
know.
face.
But yeah. So tell me, like, how did you feel about through this whole? Were you like kind of starstruck? Were you?
Dude, I was
a
really
little-
starstruck. I was so
Yeah?
nervous. Like, I wanted to.
Get your arm around Anderson Paak.
Yeah, bro. Dude, he was like, oh my God, his face was right here. He said to my face right here, he's like, go get some pizza. Man, I was so nervous because I was like, I want to say something so that he'll remember me or like just to say something. But my mind went blank. Like I was running through things to say in my mind. And then I was just like, picture. Like, hey, man. And then he's like, go get some pizza. I'm like, thanks. I'm like, but it was cool. He was really chill.
Yeah, man. I absolutely had the same exact reaction. I was like, I remember after the picture, just looking at him and being like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
And I just said, oh man, thank you. Like literally like that. And I was
Yeah.
for
everything.
And he said, yeah, man, go get the pizza. And I was like, as I'm walking away, I'm like, I hope he meant like, not just thank you for the pizza. Yeah, like thank you
Yeah.
for the music.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for the energy, the vibes.
Thank you for
But I
Silk
just said,
Sonic. Yeah, yeah.
all just came out as thank you, and I was just in my head, I was just like, damn, I hope that he knew like the impact that he had and all that stuff in
Right.
that thank you. So no,
Yeah, man.
incredible moment. Look at him, like he's exactly how you would hope he would be. You know, like he is super charismatic, super nice,
The full
great
fit
smile.
on. Look at that.
He's also
70s.
super humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was super nice. And like I think what the best part was like when it comes to like meet and greets and like these kind of like celebrity, I don't know, events where like they're going to be there. In LA, like they kind of can go south, like
Oh
yeah, like really easily. You know, you could have like
just from the people. Just
yeah,
the people
you could
that
have
are
like
there.
crazy ass fans, like kind of ruining it, or like maybe like the artist is like, I don't know, they just got an attitude or something. You know, like they always say like don't meet your heroes and stuff like that. But nah, Anderson was very chill. Can confirm that he's a very nice dude, and the pizza was
also
good.
Pizza was really good. Yeah, there was like a oyster mushroom thing, really nice. You had the broccolini margarita type deal.
Right.
And one thing I wanted to shout out this fan. I don't know your name. I don't know. You're probably not watching. there's a fan that showed up with every single Anderson .Paak vinyl,
Yeah,
and like all the way from Ventura to Silk
to
Sonic,
Silk
and
Sonic.
had him sign it all. And
Yeah,
man, imagine being a fan of Anderson .Paak like all these years, and getting him to sign all your vinyls. Like, oh shit! Like I'm only blasting those vinyls from now
right,
on.
right. Yeah,
Oh
man.
man.
I really didn't. I don't know. I guess I didn't think we would be able to have so much access to him in this way. You know what I mean? So like, if
Yeah.
I knew that, I would have totally brought my Silk Sonic vinyl. But it's all good. We got the tote bag signed. We got something signed.
And just
Yeah.
experiencing meeting and talking to Anderson .Paak,
Right.
and being able to like, this is gonna sound a little weird, but just like breathe the same air as him, and just get some of his essence, and be like, oh
Right.
damn, like so this is Anderson .Paak, man. So with that said, yeah, look at that signature,
Right there. Pretty
AP.
fire. Yeah, man, it was so dope. I don't have them on my Google Photos, but I could pull it up real quick. We also had another star sighting that day in the same parking lot moments after meeting Anderson .Paak. If y'all
Yeah,
follow Cesco on Instagram, then you'll see it. But tell
no,
him who did we see pull up in a little G wagon like right towards
yeah.
the end of the day.
So right after, we ate our pizza, threw all the plates away, all that stuff, and Matt was, I think, looking around to see like who do we ask, because what I was alluding to before, which is an important part of the story, if you get the Pee Wee special, which is
Hmm.
a special pizza, um,
It's like a pizza combo meal,
yeah,
basically.
it was like a kimchi pizza type deal. You can get like a wristband that gives you VIP
Yes.
access into this lock. What is it? Lock and Key, which is
Yeah.
this cool bar
Bar
club.
slash club thing where they were advertising. You know, everybody know. I don't know if you know, but Anderson .Paak has like a DJ persona called DJ Pee Wee, and
Yeah,
it was like, oh, come party with us tonight. Buy the Pee Wee meal. This is like McDonald's. Like buy the Pee Wee meal. Get a VIP wristband to come
yeah,
party with Anderson .Paak DJing at Lock and Key, and we're like, oh shit, we got
yeah.
to get that.
And so we were kind of we had questions about that. We just didn't know, like, did we all have to buy a pizza separately because that's crazy expensive, or
Right.
could we sure. So anyways, so Matt was walking around, and me and Maya are just kind of, sitting or standing, looking, taking the view, all that stuff. And all of a sudden, yeah, this little G wagon comes up, and we're like, oh shit, someone's famous. They're
Yeah.
backing up, and we're like, okay, like, is this Bruno? Is this
Yeah.
is this Thundercat? Is this,
Right.
who is
Right.
it? And not really expecting it to be anybody, just expecting it to be like one of his family members. And then this dude opens the car, walks out, and I'm like, oh shit, I know this guy. Oh my God, it's Jeff Bernat. It's this
Yep.
you guys don't know, like this he's a Filipino artist, R&B, like he whatever you think sad boy music is, like he does like the best, most timeless version of it, I think like very classic R&B, but just yeah, just super timeless. I love him, and I've devoted a lot of my not devoted, but like a lot of my life was kind of like he set the soundtrack to it. So he's a very
Nice.
much a big part of my life, and the fact that he's Filipino just gives it that extra oomph. So I see this guy, and I'm like, that's Jeff Bernat, and Maya's like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, he's this artist. Da, da, da. Like, let me hold on, let me look at his Instagram, make sure that's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. We
So,
confirmed. We confirmed on Google.
right, 'cause I didn't want to walk up and be like, "Oh, all Filipinos look the same," the kind of thing. No,
Right.
so,
Right.
so I look and I'm like, "Yep, yeah, the same beard, same. That's his fit for sure. Yeah, okay." So I walk up to him. Well, first of all, yeah, and yeah, I work up the nerve to walk up to him, and then Matt sees us, and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" Like, "We're about to
Hmm.
see Jeff Burnett, bro," and then he's like, "Okay, I'm coming with." Um, and I see him, and I'm like, "Hey, man!" Like, first of all, I made sure I was like, "Yo, you're Jeff Burnett, right?" Like, I just
Right.
wanna. And he's like, "Yeah, yeah," and he's just the coolest dude. Like, he was just a dude. Like,
Hmm.
and he was just standing outside of like a conversation happening between. So it was kind of like the perfect timing for us to kind of just intrude on his day. But we came up and took pictures, and I don't know if you have that for the show and tell, but
Right here. Right here.
oh yeah, I mean, look at it, man. Like that's Kuya Jeff right there.
Right there.
that's my cousin, my older cousin, Jeff
Right.
Burnett.
I was gonna
Uh,
say y'all look so similar, but bro,
look, look at that
the
solidarity.
the dab up of of history right here. The best. Yo, this is crazy.
My God, man, this was such an incredible experience, and the fact that it came right after seeing Anderson.Paak,
Right.
being able to see an artist that I've kind of started getting into these past 3 years, and then Jeff Burnett, an artist that I've loved all kind of like since fucking high school, like it's just such an incredible experience. Look at that picture, like fucking solidarity.
Yeah. Brothers coming
Yeah,
together, reunited.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
So, oh my God,
crazy, crazy, crazy day, man. I remember he was super chill too. Like, I mean,
yeah,
I snapped this picture for Cesco, but he came up to me. He was like, "Yo, what's your name? Like, what's up, you guys?" And we're like, "Oh, we're like, you gonna go to the Lock and Key? Like, you gonna go to the party later?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll see. Like, I'll pull up. Like, like I
yeah,
might go over there." So he
yeah.
was really chill. He was like very appreciative that we obviously this is like Anderson.Paak's event, but like, you
Mhm.
know, a real fan recognized him and said hi. So it was dope, man. He was super chill. And we got the little prayer hands, the comment
Yeah.
right
That's
there.
been the best part is just interacting with him on social media and being like
Right.
and him like seeing my story and all that stuff, and I'm like, damn, man, like that's just not I did not expect going into this weekend. I did not expect to see anyone,
Yeah.
uh and here we are seeing Anderson.Paak and Jeff Burnett, and being able to talk to them and interact with them, vibe with them. So it was, crazy weekend, man, crazy weekend, but
It doesn't stop there.
it
It
doesn't
doesn't
stop
stop
there, man.
there. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Second half. Okay, that was during the day. Second half of the story time here. What was our okay, we were trying to make moves for the evening. Clearly
yeah,
we wanted to go party with Anderson.Paak. Like someone offers you that, you got to make that happen.
yeah, yeah,
But what was going on was they weren't even offering that special, that Pee Wee special where like you buy it at the restaurant, you get a free VIP pat. Well, it's not free, you got to buy the thing, but you get a VIP wristband so you can just walk in. They were not even selling them at the restaurant when we were there. And, we're chilling there. He's like, yeah, you guys can wait till like 5, which was like 2.5 hours later. I'm like, okay. He's like, or you guys can just order it on DoorDash, send us your receipt, and we'll give you the VIP access. We're like, okay. So we go home, look on DoorDash. Like every minute, we're refreshing their like we're refreshing their restaurant like order page, and they post on Instagram. Sorry, y'all, no more Pee Wee specials. The VIP wristbands are sold out. And I was like, bro, what? Like you,
Literally, like
yeah,
the minute it became the meal became available to us, it was like, all right,
done.
guys, it's actually done.
Yeah, which is crazy. That's happened to me way too many times, by the way. Anyway, we were like, well, shit, like, what are we gonna do? So we're like, let's pregame. Let's stay here. We're gonna, pregame. Let's still head down there and just see if we have a chance to just get in. And bro, the universe was on our side because we got in line. We were the first ones in line, just waiting. And we didn't really know how long we were gonna wait. All these other VIP people were walking in. We were kind of just chilling there, and then the bouncer's like, "All right, IDs," and we get in, no cover charge, free
Free,
entry. Didn't
free
need to buy
99,
free
baby.
99. We didn't need to buy
Woo!
a $45 pizza each. That's how much you had to
Oh
pay
my,
for the VIP. It was a $45 pizza,
woo!
salad, and a drink just to get in. We didn't have to do any of that. We showed up, got in for free. And man, that was my first time at Lock and Key too, so it was really cool.
Oh man.
But it was cool, man. Like we got a
So
couple
set the scene.
drinks.
What is the
Okay, yeah.
vibe of Lock and
Oh yeah,
Key?
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
okay, so the first there's like a whole thing with LA. They love their speakeasies. They love like their hidden bars and stuff like that. So basically, Lock and Key, if you don't look at it during the evening, it's just a pizza shop on the right. It's just a little window where you can buy pizza. A lot of pizza this day. We ate like only pizza, like the whole day.
Yeah.
But so we walk into the actual bar, and he's like, "All right, you guys got to find a way to get in." I'm like, "Okay." And so we look, and there's like 4 walls, and they're all covered in different door handles. And he's like, "Yeah, find the right one to get in." And so we're like, kind of like going around. I'm like, I feel like I'm breaking
We're
them because
already
I'm yeah,
we're already kind of drunk, so we're just
yeah,
kind of like, come on.
yeah. But Cesco found it, and he's like, "Oh, I got it." Opens it up.
Actually Maya. It was actually Maya.
Oh, it was Maya. Yeah, it was Maya who found it. And she's like, "Oh, I got it." opened it up. There's a whole bar scene happening. So there's people like at the bar. There's people in the booth. People walking around. The music's bumping.
It's kind
So
of like
yeah,
Harry Potter, like
yeah,
when you can kind of go into the what is it, 9 3/4 or whatever. Like you
right.
just
You
go
go through
through
the
the
wall.
door.
Yeah,
There's a whole like it's already happening, like
right.
you're jumping in now. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, sorry, go ahead.
But no, it was cool. We got a little drink. Found a booth. We ordered a pizza because we were hella hungry. But man, no, it was just good. Like it just kind of all worked out because like when you go out to the bar and stuff like that, and especially if you're like trying to chill and like have a booth and a table, like they really make it hard for you if you don't drop like, you know, 3 bands for bottle service. So, like if you're really just there to have drinks, like you got to find you got to sit in the back of the restaurant. You know what I mean? But no, we were chilling in the booth, like in the VIP lounge, and nobody kicked us out. And so we're like, okay. And then the night goes on. We get another round, and wait, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up.
Mm.
The night goes on, and soon enough, DJ Pee Wee shows up to the function. Hold on, let me bring it up. He shows up right on time.
Right on time, meaning 20 minutes late.
20 minutes late. Shows up full, still in the like ramen noodle haircut.
Hey.
But nah, it was packed, bro. But he was right there.
You could throw something at him.
Yeah.
That's always my best gauge of like how close am I to something. I can throw something at him. It
Right.
hurt.
Yeah, man. But nah, and I mean, honestly, the rest of the night was
Magic.
magic. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
History was made, bro. I mean,
So yeah, let's talk a little bit about, the set and kind of like
Mhm.
just DJ Pee Wee, I guess. Yeah, so first of all, his whole set was done on vinyl. So what's beautiful about that, like you got turntables usually nowadays that you just you're just plugged into a laptop
Mhm.
and you kind of queue up your music there. But man, he took it all the way back again. This was or not again, this is my first time saying this. This whole night felt like you're going into a time machine.
Yeah.
And like and throughout the night we're just going through different eras. Like he'll play
Right.
like some thousands music. He played some nerd. He played
Yeah.
classic
Some deep cuts. He played some house music.
some French European
Yeah,
nightclub
French
music
house
vibe.
classics. He had
Yeah,
all on vinyl. All on vinyl. I'm trying to see
yeah.
if I can. So this was pretty much the setup here. Obviously at the lock and key. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we had this guy and this other guy to his right. They were just passing him vinyls, and he was up there spinning like it was crazy. Yeah, crazy.
So cool. And then they're brushing it off. I gotta make it clean. And yeah, and it just made the whole night feel like, Anderson.PAAK is like curating
Yeah.
our night. And it was just an incredible night between the three of us and just kind of vibing out. There was one complaint that we had though, the set was flawless except for
Yeah.
this one little thing.
Okay,
Matt, would
yeah.
you mind?
Yeah. So of course, everybody's there. I mean, honestly, he didn't really play a lot of his own music. It was a lot of just like music he likes. Some classics, obviously. For a second, I was playing. You Want to Dance with Somebody. All of that. We had some.
Take on Me.
Yeah, Take on Me. Like just certified club bangers.
Sorry, one quick banger I want to mention the sample.
Oh
Of
yeah.
I Know You Want Me, Caliocho,
Mhm.
Pitbull, which if I don't know if y'all know, but I have a affinity for Pitbull records, so
Yo,
that touched me, my heart on
Yeah.
a certain level. So
the
that was
sample.
incredible.
I didn't even know that was a sample, but
And
he
he just put the
played.
instrumental play, which
Yeah.
was like all you need.
Yeah, he just played just the instrumental for Pitbull, and everyone filled in the rest. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But he did play Silk Sonic. He played 2 Silk Sonic tracks. He played Leave the Door Open, but it was like a TikTok 2 times speed, sped up
What are you
version.
doing? Where you at?
Yeah, I was
You
like,
playing? Don't say
okay.
that.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. It was like, leave the door open. And like, okay, like just play the song. Like we're here to sing it. So that was kind of weird. But he played Fly As Me, so that was like in a regular time, like the original track, which was dope. I mean, we went hard for that. But no, dude, it was a good night. We got
I
pretty
believe you
close.
said your favorite song off Silk Sonic?
Yeah, that's my favorite song.
So
That one
yeah,
always
that
gets me hyped.
that just hit perfectly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. I mean, we obviously you can see I got so close to him. I was trying to get as close as I could. But yeah, this dude, he was like, so you can kind of see in this photo, he has like, oh, he has like this like earphone telephone thing. Like, you know, usually DJs they wear their like these headphones like this, but this was so old school that it was like a phonogram or whatever those are called. Like it was just like just this one earpiece plugged into the turntable. I'm like, this is like straight out of the 70s. Like he like does the full thing. Oh, let's see if this will load. But yeah, man, it was a dope night. It was
Yeah.
pretty good vibes all around. Some cool people. I think we were yeah, this was cool. I think we were the most into it, to be honest. Like every song, we were like, "Oh my god." Like it was like the
Even if
best
we didn't
song.
know, even if we didn't know what it was, like
Yeah.
we would just be like, "Oh, this is so perfect for whatever what
Mhm.
this night is," you know. And yeah, and as you were saying, like we were kind of the most into it because everyone was just kind of just standing around, you know, like no one
Mhm.
was really. I mean, like you can kind of see it here, but it was just kind of a big spectacle with the sparklers and all that stuff,
Mhm.
so that's different. But for the most part, everyone was kind of just.
They were bopping. They were bopping,
No
but I think we
one was really like dancing,
yeah, yeah.
you
I
know,
mean, it
which
was so
is just the
dense.
culture, I
Yeah.
guess.
Like it was there was no room to dance. Like I could only kind of just like move in like a couple inches cuz it was people were
Oh,
packing up against that DJ booth. So, but it was
yeah.
cool. It was definitely a night to remember, man. It was a dope ass weekend.
Do you remember there was a lady that had a issue with me? Do you
Oh yeah,
remember?
we had a little Karen moment.
She was like, cause I don't really like, you know, I'm like, okay, Anderson Paak is just always going to be there, so I don't have to look at him all the time. And I'm in front of Matt and Maya, so I'm like, you know what? This night is for us. Let me turn my back on Anderson Paak and just like party with him, right?
Mhm.
And so I think it was when Leave the Door Open, the TikTok remix played, and you know, it's Leave the Door motherfucking open.
Yeah.
So we're vibing, we're dancing, we're trying our best to, and we're in a crowd, you know, like Matt said, is super dense. So then after the song, this lady walks up to me and she goes, or she's next to me and she goes, "Hey, did you turn around?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what are you asking me to do?"
Not only
And
that, bro, she grabbed your whole body and
I'm like,
shifted you. And yeah, she was like, "Could you not be right here?" I was like,
I was like, "Yeah, man, I want to fucking party with my friends. I don't want to party with y'all.
right, right.
I don't really care about you guys." So yeah, little yeah, a little Karen moment. And
It's
it's funny
okay.
because later on that night she hit someone and I was like, huh. I said to her because I was inebriated, not gonna
Oh,
lie. I said to her, I was like, "Oh wow, it's almost like we're in a crowd of people, huh?" And then she laughed along, and then that's for the rest of the night we were like,
damn.
so
She
so
didn't say
you know,
shit after that. Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah, yeah. What you hit somebody, bro? All I did was back up somebody. Wow. So no,
Damn.
just a funny little Karen moment. It's like, come on, bro. We're here to
Right.
party, and like the whole point is to be belligerent here. Like, and I wasn't
Literally.
even doing anything crazy. I wasn't like doing handstands and
Mhm.
backflips. You know, we were just vibing. So no. But overall, you know, I think that's part of the night. You know, it's
Yeah.
having someone have a problem with you having a good time.
Mhm.
I'm like,
That's
okay,
how
we're
much of
doing
a good time we were having that people were
it.
complaining.
Yeah.
But
That's how
it
we
was a
do
great
here
night.
at OTP. That's
Yeah.
how we do at
That's how we
OTP.
do. That's how we do. But
So,
yeah, man, it was a
so
insane weekend, man. It was. I really
yeah,
didn't think anything. Like we didn't plan any of this, bro. It was all like, just we were in the right place at the right time.
we actually had planned something, but I feel like we stumbled into something better.
Even
You know, we
better.
had,
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
So really happy about that. And the fact that, you know, it was this like the setting was perfect, this little intimate, beautiful
Mm-hmm.
little bar club type deal. So no, like the whole place, there was a movie. The only flaw of that night was not being able to go to BCD.
Oh yeah.
You know, like we literally had left the club early to go to this Korean
Yo,
restaurant that is like amazing for late night. You know, like that spicy
my favorite
tofu
restaurant.
soup.
My favorite restaurant.
Damn. Okay,
This
so we're
dude.
gonna go there next time. Ah,
This dude fucking up the Ubers.
I know. I know. I was.
But that was funny. Somehow we missed like 4 Ubers, and like
I
we were the
know.
first one out of the club, last to leave.
I know. That's why I'm like, I'm never going on lift duty again, bro.
Right, right. That was funny, bro.
Yeah, but man,
The day after, mine was like, I was gonna slap Cesco. I'm like, yo.
yeah, no, honestly, I was fucking pissed off because I'm like, okay,
Because
another
that one dude
retard.
totally could have taken us. He just didn't
Mhm.
want to. He just
Yeah,
didn't want
yeah.
to.
So yeah, I'd missed 3 Ubers, and there was one that just decided not to take us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay,
It's
well,
okay. We got some good
but
burritos anyway.
we got some good burritos. So again, kind of stumbled into something pretty good as well. So yeah, no, that was our weekend. Sunday was a chill day. We watched some Parks and Rec,
Yeah. And then you drove back
um,
home.
and drove back home, man. So you
Crazy ass
know,
weekend, y'all.
great weekend for the OTP boys. Hopefully your guys' weekend was great as well. You know, tell us in the chat. But and if I don't know if you guys had any questions about our night and all that stuff and meeting Anderson.PAAK, you know, let us know in the chat if you guys have anything. But yeah,
W
no,
weekend
what's
for
up,
sure.
Jose? What is up? Let's see. Let's see some of these guesses real quick. Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park. I can see that with
Okay, that's
all,
cool. That's cool. Yeah, right
but
now I'm looking at your guys' nobody's
yeah.
guessed it yet. Nobody's guessed
Endo
it yet.
Ikari, I just looked that up, and that is
Who
pretty
is that?
cool. Honestly, it's like an anime
Okay.
character in Evangelion.
Mm.
Sorry if I mispronounced that, but yeah, that's a cool character. Unfortunately, it is not.
Mm.
I might go as that character someday because that is just a cool
Yes,
fit.
sir.
Uh,
Yo, shout out Stefan. What's good, my boy? Shout
oh,
out. This is
Stefan.
the brawler, y'all. This is the brawler in the
Oh,
chat. Come
yo.
on, hey everybody,
Oh, man.
everybody. Let's get some like fire. Let's get some prayer hands. Let's get something in the chat. We have
Yeah.
the brawler with us today.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
What's good, man? Yeah, there's a crazy story about how he became your brawler, which
Right.
we'll divulge sometime. I think we've already told it, but
We'll do a whole thing. We
um,
still got to do the brawler, press run and all that, the Q&A, the behind the
rollout.
scenes look. We got to get the whole rollout going.
Yeah. I see Sandman. I see 007. Blade. I don't know if my fit
Blade.
speaks Blade, but
That'd be
yeah,
fire.
no.
Nah, y'all
Blade.
are
Blade.
I don't know. Y'all, I mean, I don't
You
know
know what?
if y'all are really close. Those are some good guesses though. I like those
Yeah.
characters.
I will say Maya got it on the first guess,
Maya did
but it
get it.
wasn't
Yeah.
because of the fit though. It was because of the.
Right.
That's kind of all I'll give you again, but
Hey, Willie also in the chat. Damn, all the homies pulling up. Was good,
hey,
Stefan. Yes, I'm glad you were here to see our little breakdown of the whole meet and greet for Anderson.PAAK. Stefan was telling me that place is right down the street from his spot, so
oh
he
man,
could have been there. He
damn,
could have been there. But hey, you
could
know
have
what?
been.
I'm going back to that place. That's a good bar.
Hey man, that might need to be our
Spot.
little spot, like Anyways, yeah. Catch OTP at Lock and Key every.
Right. We're gonna be spinning a little OTP, vinyl set. I'm gonna bring all my
Yeah.
vinyls.
Mode. Our thoughts mode.
Our thoughts
Dread.
mode on deck. Yo, we need to do. Once we get like stupid money, this is just when, not if. We're gonna press the OurThoughts EP on vinyl.
Yo,
And
let me tell you real quick. I was
buy it
I
on
was
Merch Bar.
I was I was listening to Wish You Well on
Okay.
our little like sad boy record lately, and yo,
Hmm.
that shit hits, bro. That if you go look on our channel, Our Thoughts podcast, Wish You Well, and honestly, check out that whole EP.
I think it's on
Our Thoughts
SoundCloud. I think it's
EP.
on SoundCloud. If y'all want to like listen to it
It's
like
on
that,
SoundCloud.
it's on
Oh,
SoundCloud.
it's like unlisted on. It's like an unlisted playlist on our channel. So
Yeah,
if you guys want to look on there, but also look on
it's on
SoundCloud
SoundCloud. You'll find it. It's public on SoundCloud.
for sure. But yeah, no, that's that EP. We did our thing on there. The only way we know how to do it. So go
Yeah,
check that out.
for sure.
But anyways, yeah, man.
Man, okay, let's get into our topics though. We got a lot to catch up on. That was a fun little recap of the weekend, but man, so much has happened. So much has happened.
What just happened, man? Where do you want to start? We got Good Kid, Mad City. We got Kanye. We got new music. Where do you want to
I
start?
think we need to talk about Kanye. I know we talked about him last time, but
Get him out the way because we
but
already talked
yeah,
about
and
him.
I know y'all are probably curious of what everybody's thinking. People have reached out to me and asked me my opinions on Kanye.
Okay.
But yeah, so here. Let me. I want to do. I want to start doing this thing where whenever we bring up a topic, I'm gonna.
We're
just
gonna switch
have.
over.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a little like photo just so we know like who we're talking about because people always they chime in at different points. So
I like that.
all
Let's
right,
do it.
okay, y'all. So this is the Kanye segment. I know y'all are probably tired of this man,
Oh, I am.
but yeah,
Here, let's
no, we
check.
all are, bro. We all are. Okay. So, also, if you guys have any, if you have any of your own thoughts about Kanye, leave them in the chat. We're gonna be talking about him for a second, but yeah, just to recap, if y'all are not following what this man is doing, I don't blame you, but it's just always on my feed. But yeah, so Kanye has officially cut ties with everybody. His family, his all of his business endeavors, Adidas, Balenciaga, a bunch of other organizations and companies have cut ties with him. His own bank has cut ties with him. J.P. Morgan Chase. This man lost 400. No, this man lost. What was it? $2 billion in one day.
He's no
Two.
longer a billionaire,
No.
by the way.
Yeah.
Which is wow.
Yeah, which is poor Kanye. He's only a 400 millionaire. He lost a comma. But yeah. I don't know, man. I don't really know where to start. There's been a lot of like really interesting takes on Kanye. Yeah, he tried to go to Skechers. I don't know if you saw that.
I guess to start with what happened. So he
Okay.
gave some anti-Semitic remarks, I believe, were like kind of the
Yeah.
brunt of where this controversy began. He said, I will try to find the actual quote, so I'm not just
Yeah.
putting words
Well,
in his mouth.
it kind of started with George Floyd. And I think y'all have
Yeah.
seen that clip where he said like, "Oh, George, it was the stupid like right wing same old shit that people have been spewing for what 2 years now, that we had drugs in his system," and he was like, "Oh, they weren't even stepping on his neck like that." Stupid, insane stuff to say. Also really hypocritical because Kanye literally donated $2 million to George Floyd's family the same year, back in 2020 when he died or was murdered. And then 2-3 years later, he comes back and is spewing all this nonsense, is desecrating his name, and now his family, George Floyd's family, is literally suing him for I think $250 million. Which is like,
And also
yeah.
another thing about that George Floyd comment was made on Tucker Carlson. Tucker
Oh,
Carlson, I don't
really?
know, his podcast or a show or whatever. Yeah, so just to kind of fill you in on like the crowd he's hanging with, the people
Right.
that are enabling him, it's not a great crowd. But did you have anything with that before we get into?
Um, what? Just Tucker Carlson? I mean, I don't know what.
I mean,
Yeah.
sorry.
Nah. I mean, right now Kanye's best friends are Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. I think that kind of says a lot. But not only okay, this is kind of the main thing I want to say about Kanye in that this man, he needs a lot. He needs help. Like he needs people in his corner who are like calling him out on his bullshit, basically, and nobody does. In fact, they're taking advantage of this whole episode right now. This is what we're watching right now. Is
Champs, whatever
yeah,
that show is. I
yeah,
watch that show occasionally, but if you think about what the concept of that show is, it's a celebrity coming in, sitting down, and being like almost like peer pressured to drink and
yeah.
confess the most, crazy shit. And if you watch like even like Kanye's last interview, he's like he takes a fake shot or whatever, he
Mm.
like throws it, and they're like, no, you got to drink that, and like they like kind of.
Toxic environment. Like just a
Yeah.
recipe for disaster, honestly. So yeah,
Yeah.
they get him drunk, they get him riled up, and then just to get a soundbite, and then everyone's like, "Oh my God, Kanye's bad. Like, what? Look at him. Look at this man." But what's really bad is people who are profiting off of what is legitimately a mental breakdown. We're watching, this man. He is, he's diagnosed with, he is bipolar. Like they have, these manic episodes and stuff like that, and we are kind of watching that happen watching that unfold real time, and people like Candace Owens they're capitalizing off of this. You know, Candace Owens is like instilling a bunch of nonsense and her like right wing fucking agenda into him, and he's just spewing out like Kanye no longer makes any sense during interviews. He just is spewing out words that it seems like they're just buzzwords that he learned probably from Candace Owens like documentary or just with talking to her. And she has her freaking like talons sink so far into this man's brain that she convinced him to buy Parler, which is the conservative right wing version of Twitter. When people were getting, when like Donald Trump got banned from Twitter and stuff like that. And nobody's on that app. Like it's lost a bunch of money. Nobody uses it. The user base is way down. And the person who owns Parler is Candace Owens' husband. And so she convinced Kanye to buy the entire company and app for like $2 million, basically robbing him of his pockets. And now he's being sued. He's losing $2 billion. Like this man he's digging his own hole.
Spiraling is what he is.
Yeah, he's spiraling.
Like both mentally and financially, like, but also it's like, financially in the sense of like compared to where he was.
Yeah.
But he's fine, he's set, but also it's like,
yeah.
Damn, man. Yeah, and another thing is, yeah, like and with that said, he has also been, well, besides that, just to your point, that is very manipulative. That's like everything wrong with kind of what kind of humanity is right now. Is like we're in this mode of like making money. How can we do that? By strengthening our platform. How do we do that? Let's get Kanye to endorse or get it on our platform. Like that's the thing is like Kanye needs to. Podcasts are just not good for him because I feel like podcasts like the whole thing about or just interviews in general. Because podcasts is like that art form is all about like. It's all about rabbit holes, right?
Right.
It's like you can have these topics. But really, like, what people want is for you to go deep into the topic because you have so much time.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to do that, especially at this point in his life, it's kind of the worst possible thing. Like, as much as people love that nowadays, like, I guess now we're kind of getting to media as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Even though media gets off on that, on seeing your worst, your lowest low, that's not good for the human being, for the human psyche, especially someone for like Kanye who feels things to like the umpteenth degree.
Right.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. So no, it's bad. I mean, apart from that, it all really kind of started escalating when he said the anti-Semitic remarks, saying that like the Jewish media is like to blame and bringing up all this fucked up shit. To the extent where now. People here and actually in LA, you guys have seen the photo. It's like a bunch of like white supremacists up on the 405 balcony or a bridge, hanging a big sign that says like Kanye was right, blah blah blah, Jewish media, blah blah blah. Literally Nazi saluting over the freeway, which is just like fucking crazy. So I think it's just sad. It's sad to see because Kanye has had such an incredible career from the very beginning, and it's just kind of like we're all kind of watching it like implode right in front of us.
Yeah. Literally every morning we wake up and there's something, a new part to the story that sucks.
Right. Yeah, and no one's there to help him. And in fact, he refused. It's really obvious that he refuses help because whenever someone tries to negate whatever he's saying, or saying like, "Yo, what you're saying is not okay," he's like, like that's just like, you're just like them, you're just like them. You just don't want me to say that, Kanye has, he's ridden his entire personality on being a contrarian so much that he no longer makes sense. He's just like, someone said like, you could show Kanye a picture of the sky and he would say that it's red just in the name of, thinking outside the box and being like, oh, you're not looking at it right. It just doesn't make any sense anymore, and it just sucks because it's like obviously we both are big Kanye fans. We love the music. I'm just not a fan. I love Kanye's music. I'm just not a fan of Ye if that makes sense.
Mm.
I'm
Kanye has
yeah.
chosen to part ways, cut ties.
He's cut ties with himself. So it
Yeah,
just
man.
sucks, bro. It's just, but yeah, over here at OTP, we do talk about Kanye and we do talk about his music. I think he's making the delineation of separating art from artist harder every single day.
Hmm.
But I personally am not endorsing obviously anything this man is saying. And I'm not really rocking with him right now. I'm not
Yeah.
exactly, I would even say, a fan of him, because his music is the music that I'm talking about. I'm talking about Graduation, College Dropout, all of that,
Yeah, we
808s.
all that.
That's a different Kanye.
Ugh.
That's a completely different person. That's before
And
all
as
this.
we mentioned last stream, like we feel like the cutoff point was probably Ye.
Yeah.
That's kind of when that was around the time like say slavery was a choice
Yeah.
type stuff, and the music was still okay. There are good songs in those albums from that point on, but you kind of that's when the conversation starts becoming like, I don't know, where you kind of have to take a step back
Yeah.
from being a fan and be like, okay, I admire the music, but not necessarily the person.
Yeah. But
So
it's just obvious that he's trying to Kanye sees the world as like the white people of the world, specifically the white Jewish people, or just white people in white spaces, is how you get up in this world. That's what he's learned in his life. And so he's using all of his tools to get that white validation. This is the same thing as the Kanye MAGA hat era and him posing with Trump. Why did he do that? Is so he could pardon some people in jail. Kind of a crazy way to go about that, but it worked. Like he got in the same room. Trump trusted him because he had the hat on, and now Kanye's trying to reach Bezos, Elon Musk levels, and he, in his limited worldview, is trying to understand that if you need to get up there, you can't look like me, and that is not true. That is a very limited way of looking, and that he's doing a lot more damage just for him to get up further and further into whatever he's trying to do. I also want to call out everybody who's saying like this is part of the plan, like this is what he was working towards this whole time, like this is all calculated. Kanye, he's not dumb, he's still legit. Like, no, like this is stupid. Bro has lost everything. This is not a part of the plan. He no longer has Adidas. Adidas is now using his. I don't know if you saw, but Adidas is still selling Yeezys. Just they're not going to be called Yeezys anymore, but they're still the same designs. He's lost his designs, and that's like losing your masters basically. Like he's now like dug a hole so deep, you cannot tell me, oh no, this was all calculated. Like Kanye, he know what he's doing. Like this was all what he wanted from the beginning. Like no, bro. Like this is not. This is not it. This is not it. So I just that's all I want to say about that. Is just this is not some sort of master plan. This is not Kanye doing. It's like if you have to have a bigger, like more of a head on your shoulders to be able to critique people outside of their fame and notoriety. If Kendrick was doing this stuff, he wouldn't. But if Kendrick was doing this, it would be the same conversation. And
yeah,
I would say I'm more of a Kendrick fan than Kanye right now, obviously. But we've called out people before. We've called out Frank Ocean before for scamming, which he's still doing. But yeah, no, I just think it's important that at least from us, you understand that we will not, dick ride to the end of time. Like we call things out when we see it. So
yeah,
yeah, that's just kind of all I have to say about Kanye. It's
yeah.
frustrating, but yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself, man. It's very disheartening, especially having watched the Kanye documentary that came out this past. Was that this past year or last
Yeah,
year?
I
Top of
think
the
it was
year.
this year.
Yeah, and seeing like the humble beginnings, like him with the retainer on,
Right.
like, and talking to the camera. He has this lisp, and just seeing like, damn, he really has no idea he has an idea of what he wants to contribute, but he has no idea what he's about to become.
Right.
And then you get to the end of the documentary and you see him in those rooms with the powerful people, and it just makes it all the more disheartening. So yeah, no, just everything that Matt said, I couldn't agree more. And I hope he just gets around the right people, man. He's got to be around people that are real, that love
Yeah,
him, not
yeah.
just not the idea of him, the celebrity status, whatever, the statue of him, like that. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Matt said it all perfectly, and yeah. So if that's all, is that all we want to get
That's all I want to
on
say.
Ye?
That's all I want to
Yeah,
say.
let's get to some happier, something a
Yeah,
little lighter.
something lighter,
Um,
but we
first of
just had to
all,
get that off our chest. Yeah, L
first
on.
of
Thank you
all,
for the L's in
G-Shock
Kanye. Yeah.
first of all,
Oh,
let's change
okay.
it up.
G Sock's
G-Shock
G Shock.
cameo.
Okay.
Hold on, I can't get the camera right. There
Yo,
it
yo,
is.
yo. Let
So
me hold
G-Shock
on, hold on, hold on. Do
cameo.
it again. Do it again. Let me
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
wrist. Let me see the wrist.
Ah,
Oh my goodness.
oh, boom.
Little
You know,
flex. Quick flex.
something like something quick to tell the time.
Okay.
Um, but also, speaking of time, 10 years has passed since the
Yo.
release of
Yeah.
one of the most amazing debut albums, maybe arguably the best debut album, depending on who you're talking to. Best debut album by none other than Kendrick Lamar. We're talking about
Man.
Good Kid, Mad City, the 10-year anniversary, man. You and I have an affinity for this album
Mm-hmm.
because, in certain respects, this album kind of taught us what hip hop is today and like kind of made us fall in love with what that is, with the culture, with the vibe, what hip hop is. So I was just wondering if you could just start off as saying like, like what was your story coming like learning about Good Kid, Mad City, your process of falling in love with that. Take us through that whole journey.
Yeah. Yeah. People are saying. I see. Matthew David said technically Section 80 was his debut. Technically, yes. I would say.
Yeah, yeah,
It was more
yeah,
of his.
but
It was a mixtape, to be honest. This is his first, I
yeah.
think, studio, record. But yeah, man, good kid. What is it? Good kid, Fart City. Come on now, bruh. You can't
Let's not speak ill
speak ill of
of one
the
of the
of the.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everyone's
It's
like, you
sacred
can't speak
anymore.
ill of Illmatic. You can't speak ill of Good Kid, Mad City.
That's gonna be me for what people were like the
Yeah,
dust the joke of like the dusty old heads that are like
right. That's us.
what you know about Nas Illmatic. That's gonna be
Yeah.
us in like 10 years, like
What you know
you
about
don't
Good
know
Kid,
about
Mad City? What you know about it?
ah
Yeah. But no, man, this was So this came out in 2012, and that was how old was I in 2012, man? That was probably I was probably 12 years old, I think.
yeah,
So I
like
was
13, 14 ish, yeah.
yeah, I was like probably 12, 13. I
Yeah.
was just getting serious about music in general around that time. I was heavy. I was telling you the other day, I was heavy in the SoundCloud era. Like, just I had all of my music was from SoundCloud, and that was when I was still listening to like EDM remixes and shit like that. And like the first few rap tracks that I listened to was actually it was Childish Gambino, and actually Jaden Smith, which is kind of crazy. Jaden
Wow.
Smith he would post like Lucy's or something on his SoundCloud or like freestyles, and I'll listen to it. And they still hold up, man. They're still good. But no, I think Childish Gambino and Chance the Rapper actually were my first kind of introductions into rap. I think because they are so heavily influenced, or they were so heavily present on SoundCloud, especially acid rap. I think that was released for free on SoundCloud, so that was like an easy way for me to get in on that. But Good Kid, Mad City was the first time I really listened to like West Coast. I mean, I guess it's not really gangster rap. It's just West Coast rap, but about that subject matter. I think Childish Gambino, his was more conceptual. You have because the internet, acid rap was kind of just Chance's kind of just a silly rapper. He's talking about just doing drugs in
Hey,
Chicago.
down here.
Yeah, like, hey, it's me. I'm down here. Just down for different decent statements. Like whatever he says. Like, after hot shower. That's Chance. That's not
I go strong like Superman's trainer.
right. Right. Like that's not regular rap.
Mhm.
But no. So Good Kid, Mad City was my first like real rap album I ever listened to. And man, I made it a point to like memorize every song on here, especially Mad City. That song to this day, like, is one of the hardest songs ever. Um, but no, I saw a stat somewhere that said that Good Kid, Mad City, from the moment it was released to 10 years later, remain on the Billboard charts for 10 years. It probably not top 100, probably top like 300 or something. But just the fact that a decade later, this album is still charting. Like, it's crazy.
Hmm.
But yeah, I have a lot of fond memories with this album. Still one of the best West Coast rap albums ever. This was the album that prompted people like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, all of them to pass the torch. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys remember that video from probably around when this album dropped. But it was this big kind of West Coast concert, and Kendrick was there, and Snoop, he kind of came up and he's like, "Yo, man, like, it's you next. Like, you have the torch. Like, you are running this
Mhm.
shit." And it was because of this album. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's fire. I really wish that there were more music videos to this album, because it technically is like a short film. If you can read the text here, it's a short film by Kendrick Lamar. Um, I've been so inspired by some of the songs on this track. So I've even written screenplays to become short films just based off one track. So, like, I have a lot of history with this album. So just the fact that it came out
Yeah.
10 years ago makes me feel stupid old.
I know, I
But yeah.
know. Oh, it's gonna get even worse from this point on, bro. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like 10-year anniversary of Igor,
Right.
15-year anniversary of After
Oh
Hours,
my God.
fucking 13, like 20-year anniversary of Playboy Cardi's like debut album. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be or self-titled album. Would you mind telling them what song inspired that script, by the way?
Yeah, this was back.
Yeah,
This was maybe like three years ago. Nah, 4 years ago, I think.
yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Like, before COVID.
Hmm.
The song, The Art of Peer Pressure. I basically wrote a
Yeah.
screenplay. I think it was like a 15, 16 page script to basically, it was about, it was like, it started out with like the aftermath of what happened, because I don't know, you guys have, if you've not heard the song. This Art of Peer Pressure is about the night that Kendrick, I guess, did his first crime, which was he robbed the house. And he kind of paints a beautiful picture where he's like, literally every step of the way, like, talking about what's happening. He pulled up in the homies, he made a left, he made a right, all of that. Like, you got to listen to the song. But I wrote a whole script basically in, I guess, the perspective of Kendrick, but after the fact, after he gets out of jail for getting caught during that home invasion, I guess, that home robbery. And he's recounting the events of that night, which is how you go into what the song is talking about. So that was basically my idea. That's that's somewhere in the vault, deep. But I would love to revisit that if I get
Yeah.
once I get like big enough and be like, "Yo, Kendrick, let me do the Art of Peer Pressure, like, short film, co-signed by PG Lang or whatever, like, produced
Yeah.
by PG Lang or something like that." Um,
Man.
but yeah, that's the script I wrote based on that
Yeah.
song.
That's dope. Yeah, hopefully one day, OT, an Our Thoughts and PG Lang picture. Ooh.
No,
But yeah,
Jose,
back
not every word. Okay, you can't. I know you're trying to catch me lacking.
yeah. I, man, so back to Good Kid, Mad City, man. This album, uh, for me personally, like, yeah, it kind of caught me up on like, oh, this is what hip hop is today,
Hmm.
and I loved every single second. Like I remember, um, my first time kind of really wanting to be exposed to Kendrick Lamar, or my first time like being exposed to it and like being like, oh shit, like I gotta get onto this. I remember it was a middle school, and this dude, he was cool or whatever. He walks up to me and goes like, "Hey, you know where your daddy stay? You know where your
Yeah,
mama
yeah,
stay?"
yeah.
He says that whole thing to me, and I'm like, "What? What did you just say to me?" I had no idea what the
He
song was.
knows
So I was
where
just
my
like,
grandma stay.
bro,
What's
what the
going
fuck are
on?
you talking about? Yeah, no. And cut to that night, and I think Swimming Pools was playing. I was like, this song is good. Let me check out what the rest of this album was. Before I even knew what an album was, I was like, okay,
Oh,
album, let's see. And I play, Shireen, and I'm like, oh, I get it. I get what this is, and
mm,
this is, I fell in love with it, man. Like, I think what I love about this album and Kendrick Lamar's in general is like dude, he's so good at like the conceptual stuff, like the big grand,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna tell you the story that I've been saving up for years, of me and Compton and growing up and all that stuff. But then he's able to execute the moments that make up that concept that's
Right.
so well. Like, you have Shrine, Master Splinter. It's like the perfect introduction to this character. And
Yeah.
then you get into the Dominoes skit, and it ends with like, man, don't kill the vibe. And you go into Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, which is a
Mm.
great song, and I think of fast forwarding going to like fucking Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst,
Right. Yeah. Incredible
like
track.
that record, you could kind of pluck it out of the album and listen to it and be like, oh shit, this is emotional. You like
Mm.
you can get moved to tears, but then you have the weight of um, you know, going into from Good Kid, Mad City, poet. You just have all that weight and the story of the album. His brother, I think, getting shot. Like, and you're like, damn, man, like, and you feel that. So I think with this album taught me a lot about just like what I like in albums. It
Mm-hmm.
informed a lot of my musical tastes, and Kendrick has done that a lot since. And like Money Trees. Let's talk about, like apparently I read somewhere like J Rock was only supposed to be on the remix of
Mm.
Money Trees, but then they heard his verse and they're like,
It's
you
got to be
know,
on the original.
watching those and pocket.
Right.
Like,
Right. Right.
how can you not have that on the album? Like,
Yeah. Comment in the chat real quick. What's your favorite track from Good Kid, Mad City? I'd say Money Tree's definitely up there for me. Obviously, Mad City. But I mean, Now or Never, I think is
oh yeah,
one of the best Kendrick songs that he's made. Yeah, I mean, that's just pure joy and happiness. Is that song like
and
they
it's on
used?
the bonus track.
Yeah, it's not even on the original. Well, I mean, if you listen, because this is technically the bonus album art, or the album art for the bonus, like deluxe album.
Deluxe, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, people saying backseat freestyle, yeah, super dope. Um, I love what's the one with Drake? The
Oh, Poetic
Poetic
Justice.
Justice, classic, man. Honestly, all bangers, but yeah, Money Trees goes
And it's
crazy.
where you can get it in a
Yeah,
second.
I remember backseat freestyle when he did that thing with his voice. The second verse, like he just did something different with his voice. Like he modulated. Like I had never heard something like that before. Like it sounds like he's in like a small room that's like, his voice is bouncing off the walls. Like I'd never heard of something like that. So that was like a huge moment for me. I was like, holy shit, run that back. Like that was
I
crazy.
know. One
Yeah.
of my favorite parts of that song is I think it's like the third time the chorus comes back in, and you go the whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah, yeah. Whoa,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa. That's
Yeah.
hard, man. Like,
Yeah, super
just so
dope.
many. That's one thing. If y'all go back and listen to the album, I had this morning I was taking an exam and I had it on the background. Just like all the little details and little like sound
Mhm.
nuggets that make up this whatever song you're listening to and that end up making this album are just so like minute, but if you really listen to it, then again, like what I say about albums is like you get what you give to the album. you
Yeah.
you you take, what am I trying to say, you get what you put into the album.
Mm.
So if you're looking for those little things,
Mhm.
then you're gonna find them and you're gonna love them. But if you're just here for like a cool little casual listen, obviously Swimming Pools, which apparently, by the way, like that song, apparently people were like unsure, like, oh shit, is Kendrick gonna go full pop now?
Mm.
Like, is this gonna be his vibe now? Like, just making like club bangers, Like, think about like the rappers that we see nowadays, like that are up and coming. Like, think like Jid before his latest album, where we were kind of
Right.
like unsure what his angle is gonna be,
Mm.
and then all of a sudden, then to drop this album, it's like, okay, he's gonna be one of those artists.
Dope. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's really interesting looking back and being like, damn, man, like you really didn't know what Kendrick was gonna be, but
Right.
but then, but
Man, I mean, I will say the Swimming Pools, the Jay-Z remix goes
oh,
even.
Bitch Don't Kill My
Or
Vibe.
is it "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe" with the Jay-Z
Yeah,
remix? Okay, whatever it
I,
is, the Jay-Z song, the Jay-Z feature goes insane. But yeah, people are saying, "Damn, D-Mon loves Compton. Compton goes crazy." With Dr. Dre, Backseat Freestyle for sure, Poetic Justice, Swimming Pools, Black Boy Fi. Thank you, Mr. Stefan. We got the his favorite tracks in here. Black Boy Fi actually that kind of grew on me. that little
Yeah,
like the little refrain they have over and over. But I was just listening to it the other day, and I was like, damn, this song, it just kind of hypnotizes you, you know.
yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, man, Compton, all of them is honestly they're all so good.
Yeah, man. Just such a moment in music. And the fact that it's 10 years later is like, you know,
Wild.
just like that, you know.
Oh,
So,
but yeah, there
yeah,
you
with
go.
that said, we're gonna give I guess we'll give Good Kid, Mad City a 10 out of 10.
I guess so. 10 out of 10 for the 10 years it's been out.
Yeah, I guess
Exactly.
so. But incredible album. Hope we can get more. I have a theory that I think just because PG Lang is a thing that they're starting up, I feel like we're gonna see Kendrick a lot more
Yeah.
often than we have. Because, before it was like TDE, it's this brand. They established themselves as like being super subversive and all that stuff. But I think PG Lang is like, okay, this is just us. We can have fun. I can
Mm-hmm.
do the little, I can
Mm-hmm.
do, Baby King can do the little thing. I can do my little,
Right.
we can
Yeah.
have
For
fun. So that,
you saying you think Punch was like, you can't be doing any of those stupid little dance moves. Like,
yeah, yeah. Oh
this
yeah,
is
I guarantee.
TDE, all right. We take ourselves seriously over here.
Yeah, for the humble music video, he would probably
Right.
want to get a little dance. He's like, no, get in that Pope outfit. Get
Yeah.
in that
Just
priest
stand
outfit.
there and we'll just move the camera. Like, yeah. Damn. Lots of W's in the chat. Yes, sir. W's in the chat
Yeah,
for
man.
Good Kid, Mad City. Man,
Incredible.
for
Incredible
sure.
album. But yeah, do we did you have anything else you wanted to bring up? Any topics you wanted to
Do we have a little weekly weekend update or anything for that?
you know what? I don't
He's
think
been he's been
so.
a little bit quiet. I mean, he has been posting a little bit, yeah, a little bit of stuff from the Idol. Um, and actually he's doing more LA shows for his concert.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but hey, you know what? Okay, hold on. Weekly weekend update real quick. Are we I will say we're getting down to the wire. What what is his costume this year, man? He hasn't said anything. Does he usually wait till the day of, or is it like a couple of days before? I mean, this is technically Halloween weekend, like, and I don't know, man. He hasn't. I haven't seen any tease of any prosthetics or something like that. I haven't seen anything. So I hope he does one this year. You know.
Usually he
Um,
drops by now we would have seen the mold or something if it
right.
like like
A little
last time.
teaser.
It was him like being the green liquid all over his face, and it
Right.
was like, oh, he's Shrek.
Right. Oh
But
yeah. We all. Right.
but no, man, like he
He's
it's
keeping
a cool
quiet.
tradition that he's been doing these past couple years. I hope he keeps it going, man, because
He better.
honestly, like, I love his music, but his costumes are like right there too. Like his dedication to those, like how much
Mm-hmm.
he's willing to spend to like the fucking Nutty Professor costume is
Right.
one of the greatest things
What do you
ever.
what do you think he does with all that? Like after, like, does he have them all like lined up? You know, like in his
I think
closet or something?
I think like he frames it like there's the after hours jacket, like whatever he wore during
Uh
the Super Bowl, and then here's my Nutty Professor. Here's my
huh. Right next to it.
it's like laid out like how Batman has his suits all like standing with on like a mannequin with like glass on a glass wall. I think that's he has a room dedicated and it's like after hours. Here's my Don FM suit. Here is Jack Nicholson Joker. Here
Right.
here's all my costumes. So no,
What
I don't
what
know.
was he last year? Was he Nutty Professor last year or was he the
Uh,
Godfather?
Godfather.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me
So I don't know. We'll see.
yeah, just so y'all remember.
Yeah, did y'all we're gonna leave it up to the chat. Do y'all know any Halloween updates? Any just like weekend updates that you guys wanted us to get to?
Yeah, anything you
Because we
this is
honestly
this is the
don't
space to
know.
do it. This is the weekly
Yeah.
weekend update. Also, if
Hmm.
you don't, also let me know what are you dressing up for? What are you dressing up as for Halloween this year? I saw somebody tagged us. They're dressing up as After Hours Abel
Cool.
this year, which is dope. I saw that he released his own After Hours like official Halloween costume pack for like
Yeah.
$100 for no reason when you could just thrift that for like $20.
Yeah.
Or you can buy it on Amazon.
Yeah.
But a if you want the official one,
Licensed
the
XO.
license XO.
Cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. Um, so
Bullshit.
I feel like that silence right there just epitomizes the weekly weekend update right now. It's like
Yeah,
it's a little quiet
it's quiet, but that's
right
fine.
now, but that's fine.
Unproblematic.
I love when it's quiet because that means we're going to something big. I like someone who's willing to kind of go away from the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like they're working on something. Like if there's silence, either they're working on something or they're living life, and
He's probably
either of
living
those
life.
things. I always hating people on the subreddits and the weekend
Mm.
Twitter community. They're like, guys, why haven't we gotten another music video for Don FM? Or like,
Mm.
guys, why haven't we gotten the Idol yet? Or guys, why? It's like maybe because they're working on it.
Yeah, like it takes time, y'all. Yeah. Someone
Yeah.
said, Kay said, I saw someone on Twitter say, I wonder if he'll take Hurricane off the set list for the Dawn FM or the After Hours Till Dawn tour. That's a good point. You know, I don't know. Abel hasn't really said anything about the whole Kanye situation. I'm sure he's like, as everyone is slowly and silently distancing himself. Um, but I don't know. I feel like that's kind of his song. He kind of took that over, And I know people be like, there's always like the Weeknd fans are like, oh, if the Weeknd's on your track, like it's his song now or whatever. But it kind of is low key. I mean, like Kanye, he was the one who sang that in the original version. Now it's the Weeknd, but I don't think he'll take it off because it's
Yeah.
just it's the set list. Like you can't really change that.
Also, it's a little interlude. Like he just performs the first
Mm-hmm.
chorus and then it goes right into the hills. Like he doesn't play any Kanye bars
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that. So I think we can do with it being on the set list. I hope people aren't like, oh, him playing it as him being in solidarity with Kanye because that's just stupid.
That's
That's
stupid.
gymnastics. So
Yeah.
I hope that's not what happens from all this. But if it does, you heard it here
Weekend
first.
canceled. Weekend canceled. Cancel Weekend. Weekend is over party.
Oh my God, if the weekend gets canceled, you know those memes where it's like, oh, Steph Curry, if he didn't have a 3-pointer, like it's like someone flipping burgers at McDonald's. It's like
Damn.
our thoughts podcast if
If the Weekend gets canceled, we're gonna be flipping burgers. Hey y'all, here's our weekly McDonald's update. They just added the McRib back.
But apparently it's the farewell tour. Did you hear about that?
What are we talking about?
The McRib. We're still talking about the McRib.
Oh, you're right. Wait, yeah.
They said that
They're bringing it back, but for the last time.
for the last time, which I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I thought that was gonna be a tradition that I get to share with my kids.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you about the let me tell you about the McRib. I don't even know
Really
what
torn up
I
about
don't
it.
even know. I don't even know what I would tell about what there is to tell about
They
the
just
McRib.
know that they served ribs at McDonald's at one point.
It's a sandwich. I always take off the onions. Yeah, that's all right, kids.
That's tough, man. That's tough. That's a true loss this year. I mean, what? So you're gonna like wild out once it's back in stock? I mean, knowing that it's the last time it's ever gonna be there.
Stacked up it's gonna be stacked up.
Yeah,
right-
you're gonna buy it out, resell it.
yeah, for like 20 times the retail price.
Yeah,
Like on stock.
$40 a rib, bro.
Oh, that reminds for I that reminds me. I think I told you about this. I have the like a can, literally just one single can of
Oh,
Travis
yeah.
Scott's Cacti Seltzer,
Right.
which we did like a reactions like us reviewing
We
Cactus,
got
but
very
send the
drunk on camera.
yeah, and talked about just like whatever was topical, I guess. And I have that. I'm planning on reselling that for $20 billion. So if you guys are willing to make that
Or
to make
best
that
offer.
or best offers. So
Yeah.
let me know. You guys know my DM, Cheslito. That's Matt Mags over there, by the way, in case you wanna
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna. How many other Is it okay if I talk about something that we weren't? That's not on the agenda.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, y'all. Pivoting from the McRib talk. I have no segue for this, but have you? Okay, y'all. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, y'all have seen, or TikTok even, y'all have seen the slander I've been giving, and really appreciating and honestly eating up the chaos and controversy that is the Gemini Rights tour, the Steve Lacy Gemini Rights, not even world tour, I think a US tour. Bro. Okay.
I wanted to talk about this.
Yes.
So this is perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, y'all know I'm really butthurt. I've been effed over twice this year, all right? I might as well just remain bent over for these fucking ticket prices, bro, because obviously the weekend, refunded my ticket, hiked them up about 50% for worse seats, couldn't get the After Hours Till Dawn tour tickets. And then the TikTok people obliterated the Gemini Rights Steve Lacy tour tickets. Like there was no chance. There was no chance the average person could buy tickets. Like it was just, they were gone before you could even click enter to Ticketmaster.com. They were gone. And being resold for upwards of 200, 250, 300, 400, 500. I saw one for $10,000 for, I don't know, it was like somewhere in Florida or something. $10,000 to see Steve Lacy. So I'm like, man, F all that, man. Why can't I just see someone I like? Like Steve Lacy, I'm granted these tickets originally were $30. I'm not even joking. They were $30 to $40. And
Damn,
so
man.
I'm already butthurt. I'm like, I was like, if you post any video of this concert, don't do it. Nobody wants to see it. I don't want to see it. Keep it to yourself. Like, we don't care. All right. We're not there. It doesn't matter. Okay. But that all changed because these videos are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. I think it started with that one video where, the biggest song, Bad Habit, biggest TikTok song, #1 on Billboard, still #1 on Billboard. The crowd couldn't even finish the second verse of Bad Habit. I could try and pull up the video, but literally it's these. Yeah, man. Yeah, literally it's these. Hold on. I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
These
It's
TikTokers, man, and this is going to go into a much broader conversation that I want to bring up, but it's all stemming from the Steve Lacy tour. Hold on.
What's up, kitchen boy? You, come on, man. Showing up, clocking in late, man.
Yeah,
Clocking
what's
in
up
late.
with that, bro?
You know?
Hold on. Okay. Bad Habit, Steve Lacy. I don't know what I look up. TikTok. I'm trying to find what do I look up? Like, don't know the words.
Yeah, I know. Bad habits. Crowd.
Crowd.
Doesn't know
Yeah.
words.
So basically, oh yeah. Steve Lacy. Oh yeah. Okay. How about this? Gemini Rights. Tour. Crowd. I'm just gonna look that up.
God damn. Going from $30 to 12,000.
Yeah, literally.
Like
Originally $30 to $40.
Literally just because of one song.
Of one song. Yeah.
Yeah. Sped up.
No lyrics. Hold on. I'm trying to Google the right thing.
No worries.
I'm trying to look on YouTube, but anyway, the basic y'all are blowing up the chat right now. Yeah, okay. Basically, what happened was he was like, "Yeah, I wish I knew," and then he went out to the crowd, and they're like, he's like, "Come on, y'all, second verse," and like the girl in the video is like, "I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know the word." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Wait, she's saying that to the phone camera or to Steve?
To Steve. He's like, "Come on, second verse," and she's like, "I don't know. Sorry, babes. I don't know the second verse of the song." I'm like,
Oh,
bro, this is his #1 song. Like, this is the song. Like, you have to know. So I was like, what are these kids like? Are they really listening? Like, why are they even there? Like, are they just there for their B-reels, you know? I sound like a fucking boomer, but yeah.
They're there to listen to the borderline minute and a half of the song that they know.
Yeah.
Like,
they're just waiting for the TikTok part, the "I wish I knew you, mommy," the sped up. The whole concert's too slow for them. Everything has to be sped up. But yeah, man. So that was one part, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" Like, they don't even know what's going on. And then I think after that, I don't think there was any other controversy, unless I'm trying to see. I would say this has been probably the most chaotic tour I've ever seen. We said After Hours Till Dawn was cursed. I think this is honestly worse. You know, there were just a couple hiccups, you know, with After Hours Till Dawn, but
Yeah.
it's been a pretty consistent show. But it's like every single show, there's been something going wrong. The other one was after the whole like the crowd doesn't know the lyrics. There was another controversy where there were like everybody was going crazy, like the crowd was compressing so much, and like, you know, he sold out these tiny ass venues, so like people were like stomping on each other, people were passing out. He had to stop the show just because people needed water, and like he didn't want to have another, you know, Travis Scott Astroworld, you know, thing happen to him. So that was another thing where I was like, oh my god, like what is, like they are not managing this tour very well. And then we get to the biggest piece of news, which I'm sure y'all, I can probably find hold on, I can probably find the clip for this easily.
Phone thing? Is this the phone thing?
Yeah, so it technically wasn't a phone, but it was actually hold on, I don't want to bring up like this stupid ass video. It wasn't a phone, it was actually someone's camera. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to look for a video and it's all just like people like narrating over it. Wait,
no.
Here.
Matt's up in the void.
No, what? Aw, man, hold on, give me one sec. I got another battery on me.
Here, let's chill. Here. Yeah, I know. Hey, how does it feel, man? How does it feel? Cesco's corner. Hey guys, I've been doing all right. I've been chilling, you know, working, vibing.
Okay. Also, I found the video.
We found
the crowd doesn't know the next words.
Yeah, let's watch that real quick. But while you get the whole thing going. But yeah, hey guys, hi Jose.
Okay.
Thank you guys for being so cool in the chat.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, French Montana got him again.
French Montana,
man.
bro. I can't escape him. Okay.
You know what? He hated the fact that I called his album trash.
Yeah. He had to take it out on me for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
The way nobody sang the next verse embarrassing as.
It gets so quiet. He's like, second verse, come on. Literally. I don't know, babe. I don't know. Sorry. And he was like, why'd y'all stop singing? He's like, y'all don't know this song?
Does anyone in the chat, or do you happen to know, Matt, where that was, like which venue, which city?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Because that sucks.
No, it was bad. Okay, now I'll find. Oh damn.
The microphone thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I think she knows Steve. Yeah. What is my costume? It is.
Are we revealing? Are we revealing? Is there? Okay, this is last chance for guesses on this costume. It's gone too long.
Or is that? Do we want that to be the last thing we say? What do you think?
Unless someone guesses it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, all guesses are. We're still going. We're still rolling. That'll be the last thing we. How we cap off the night is we built this up. It's gonna be so anticlimactic.
I think the moment you got it. He's the brown boy.
Oh, I can't
at the last second, y'all got it. He is the brown boy.
Wow. Who
Yeah.
would have thunk?
Who would have thunk?
Jose, let's all give some claps in the chat for Jose.
Or DJ. He's both Nav and DJ Khaled.
I'm DJ Navid.
DJ Navid. Yeah.
Between the two of them, they have as many #1 records as me. No, DJ Khaled probably has a bunch.
No, he most definitely does.
What, Grammys? Let's see. How about Grammys? Do you think I could say Grammys?
Yeah. Between the two of them, do you all have the same number of Grammys?
We all have the same amount of Grammys, which is dope. Anyways,
No.
Yeah,
Okay. No, that's not what he actually is, y'all.
I was like, no. We'll keep the guesses going.
Okay.
But yeah. So the video. Yeah.
Here's the video. Okay, this is the one where y'all know what happens here. So he's singing. He's like, don't throw no shit up here. He's like, can I see this? See if we can see it. Oh! Yo, I wish you could hear the audio on this. The dude filming, the moment he threw it, he was like, Yaga! He's like, Yee? Oh!
Oh my god, I love it.
Yo.
I don't know. I hope people aren't trying to talk.
And then he leaves. And then he leaves. Boom! Hold on, that's a good angle.
Yeah.
Look at this, bro. See Lacy wildin'. He's pissed the fuck off.
Hello everyone, Steve.
Who is this? Some dude just popped up. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so... Yeah. Yeah, Stefan, you didn't even see that, bro? Yeah, bro. So, if you didn't see that, basically some dumbass girl, she took a disposable camera and she threw it at his face, literally. It hit him. And there's another angle where you can see it was right behind the girl, and she threw it and was recording his reaction. Like, it wasn't even to be like, oh my god, take a picture. It was just like, let me just see what happens if I throw this camera at his face. And he was like, what the fuck? And then he was like, give me that camera. And he threw it on the ground and, you know, exploded into a million pieces. And
So wait,
yeah.
It actually was like the real life version of that joke I make all the time where it's like, oh, so close to him, I could throw something at him. That's all it was. Like,
yeah. They literally did throw something at them, at him.
Damn, that's so fucking lame. Because I was like, okay, we're going to toss a disposable camera. I'm assuming it's so that way. Good thing it's disposable. It's not like some like
or like someone's $1,000 iPhone that they threw up there and he smashed. Like,
right. Yeah, fucking disposable camera just to throw it at him. That's so whack. People are they don't know how to act in public settings anymore.
Right. No, they really don't, man. And so I don't know if you saw, but Steve Lacy was on he was on the Breakfast Club, I think, actually, and they were talking about it. I haven't seen the interview yet. It came out only like 5 days ago. But they were talking about it, and they were also bringing up the fact that him and Kanye were buddy like 3 weeks ago. And literally got a matching tattoo with him. But no, they were talking about it a little bit, and Steve Lacy, he actually eventually posted an Instagram post kind of about that incident, basically saying like, here, hold on, let me try and read it. He says, my shows have always been, hold on, sorry, my camera's like in the way of the actual post. Okay. It says, my shows have always been fun as hell. Shout out to the people not throwing disposable cameras at me and just coming to catch a vibe and connect. I had a really good time in NOLA last night. I hate that the beauty of the connection I have with so many people in the crowd gets lost when something negative happens. I don't believe I owe anyone an apology. Maybe I could have reacted better. Sure, always. I'm a student of life. But I'm a real person with real feelings, real reactions. I'm not a product or a robot. I'm a human. I will continue to give my all at these shows. Please come with respect for yourself and others. Please, love, and thank you. So, yeah, I think yeah. Yo,
real quick.
I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah, Jose. He did it again, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Jose.
Hey,
Our Thoughts costume guest.
Finally.
I am, in fact, Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems. We opened up this whole stream with a quote from Uncut Gems. You know,
here, throw on the jacket real quick, just so we can get the full idea. Thank you, somebody. Shout out Jose. Hey, everyone, fire. Congrats to Jose. Finally, actually, bro's 2 for 2.
Well, 2 for like 500. He's been letting he let the whole clip go this past stream. But thank you for your guesses. Yes, I'm in fact.
I mean, we opened the whole thing like this, bro. We gave you
this right now, y'all.
Yeah.
Screenshot this.
We gave you the hints from the very beginning. There you go. I would say, I mean, the glasses really sell it.
Yeah, that's all it is. Really, is I just wanted to. I could have shaved into the goatee, but I felt like
no, it's all good. It's all there.
I did, you know. I feel like I've given enough. Wearing all black, wearing the shirt inside out, the G-Shock. You know,
the G-Shock.
I feel like I have to give off degenerate vibes, then I don't know what does.
Right.
It's yeah, no, what was the
Congrats, Jose.
Jose? I would say we would love to have you on the like somewhere on stream to like show it. You're literally like the top 3 donors on our.
Yeah, shout out Jose. Yo, come on, y'all. Y'all gotta dethrone this man. He just kicking too many dubs.
I know.
But yeah, what I wanted to say about this whole Steve Lacy thing is though, I think what you said earlier was people don't know how to act anymore, and I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this on TikTok, on Twitter, about how there's this like new wave of people of this new generation, this whatever TikTok generation, this Gen Z wave of people being, you know, of age now to go to concerts. And if you think about it, like the last 2 years, they were not allowed to go anywhere. So they really don't know how to like interact and what concert etiquette is like. And, you know, people always talk about, yeah, Savon said it right. People always thinking they're the main character, like all this stuff. Like there's just this level of like entitlement that comes from kids nowadays going to these concerts. I saw there was this TikTok by this creator that showed up on my For You page. It was also inspired by what has been happening at the Steve Lacy concerts and this lack of respect for him, and how, you know, everyone's like, oh my God, Steve Lacy, he hates these TikTok fans. Like they don't know how to act. This guy, he was talking about how he went to a Tame Impala show, and he said it was kind of the first time, you know, he was at a big Tame Impala show, because, you know, Tame Impala, I think in their last tour did stadiums, you know, similar to Don FM and stuff like that. And he's like in the crowd, he's vibing. I mean, it's freaking Tame Impala, bro. Like it's like one of the best bands you could ever see live. Have hits on hits on hits that you can't not dance. And so this guy's vibing out, and he sees this group of girls to his left, and they're all just recording. They're not even moving. They're just, you know, phone up. They're just like this the whole concert, just recording what's happening there. You know, they're recording on their Be Real, like literally. And he kind of like, similar to what you were doing, you're kind of dancing in your little spot. You know, he's kind of bumping in to the people around him, and they're getting annoyed. These girls, they're just like, they kind of keep looking at him. They're just like, what the fuck? And then they start filming him in the crowd, dancing. And one of the girls filming her friends, giving him kind of a side eye, like, who the fuck is this guy? While they're at this concert. And he was like, it prompted me to turn to them and be like, yo, like, put the phone, like, you are literally at a concert. Like, this is Tame Impala on the stage. Like, you need to like look what's happening in front of you. And it kind of started this whole conversation about how obviously everybody talks about how TikTok has ruined the music industry, or how much TikTok has influenced the music industry, but it's also influenced the concert going experience, in that people are there just for that TikTok. It's like it used to be for the band, and then it was for the album, and then it was for the single, and now it's for the TikTok sound, is why people are actually fans. This 15-second snippet is enough for people to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go see this person live, just to film that part and post it on their Instagram or on their TikTok or whatever. You know, people have said that they saw fans leaving the Steve Lacy concert after Bad Habit.
Oh,
and I was
my
like,
God.
like it's crazy. It's so crazy to me. Like you spend all this money. Like it used to be about seeing a person perform live, bro. Like that's huge, bro. Like live music is a luxury. It's a privilege to go see someone of that caliber, like Tame Impala, like Silk Sonic, The Weeknd, Steve Lacy, to see them live. And these kids, they don't know. There's this lack of etiquette. There's this entitlement, you know. And I think someone brought up something super interesting, and I'd like to get your thoughts on this, and someone else. Hey, we got a little super chat. Kay, appreciate it. The $9.99
names. Hey, thank you, Kay. Appreciate that. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Appreciate you, Kay. You are officially on the board. Thank you very much. Who will dethrone them next? Is the question. But yeah, there's this guy who brought up everybody's saying that it's TikTok, but he was like, I think what happened was when concerts and music festivals became a spectacle was in 2011 at Coachella, which was the first time Coachella ever live streamed the festival on YouTube. And Kanye actually he headlined, and so it was this huge flock to just like to be there because they knew that it was going to be broadcasted and everybody was watching. Millions of people were watching on YouTube, and so people look to that as the catalyst of this whole phenomenon that that you can skip all the way to Frank Ocean fans booing Drake when they thought Frank was going to be at Camp Flog Gnaw, all the way up to Kid Cudi getting water bottles thrown at him, all the way up to now with Steve Lacy, people don't even know the second verse of his songs. So it's just this insane like effect that the internet and that a camera and that a spectacle of music has influence all the way down to the live consuming of music, let alone what it's done to streaming. So yeah, I just wanted to like kind of bring that up. It's just kind of really interesting to me about how it's affected people and how it's affecting the artists and the whole reason people go and see live artists and stuff like that. But yeah, what do you think of that? What do you think of like how the internet specifically and how the camera, how the spectacle of music, live music concerts, they're just kind of this coveted place to be. It's almost like the most exclusive party. It's no longer about being there for the music. Like, what do you think of that? And also in the chat as well.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, and I just want to like really hit it as well. Is like the people don't know why they're here anymore. People think they're here just like go back to like Woodstock or some shit. Like people are there because like why do people go to concerts? Because they want to hear the sounds that they've been hearing all this time on the studio version. They want to hear it live, and they want to hear the live vocals. They want to be able to witness music being made right in front of them. And then you fast forward to like internet culture,
right?
And now people are really just there for the moment, like whatever that moment is, whether like you said with Kanye, it's like, oh shit, Kanye's at Coachella, let's witness Kanye be at Coachella, as opposed to let's witness Kanye rap,
perform the songs you love.
Yeah, sing Heartless and Love Lockdown. Let's see him sing those. Fast forward. Let's throw bottles at Kid Cudi so we can really see him witness like the Kanye Cudi beef,
right?
Or whatever.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy to me. Yeah,
like let's see. And that's crazy. By the way, we didn't really discuss it just because I think we just had other things to discuss. But also, it's like, damn, now people are willing to manufacture the moment, which is scary. Especially if it's like a beef type thing. That's terrifying. But then and now with Steve Lacy, people are coming there to witness the 15-second, 30-second clip of. So I think we have just lost why we go to concerts. Like the purpose of it is to listen, is to lose yourself to the music, to dance, to have that artist say something and it feel like he's connecting with you. Like that's really why we go to concerts. So and here we are, so I don't really have much to add, other than just I feel like we as a society have lost the purpose of a lot of things. But social settings,
TikTok
music,
TikTok has ruined a lot of that, a lot of like why we even do things, like in the first place. If we would have done them at all, if there wasn't a camera in front of us and millions of people that it could potentially reach. But it's like I get like I'll record at concerts if it's a moment I want to remember. Like when we were watching Anderson.PAAK, spin vinyls, he was playing stuff where I was like, this is just so crazy that it's Anderson.PAAK playing this song specifically. And I wanted to capture that, and I was recording a lot because the set list was amazing. But people,
you're recording for yourself. That's the thing.
I was recording for me. Yeah.
People nowadays, they're going to things to record it for other people, which they're not even there.
Like they show up at these events and they're already not even there. Like realistically, they're not actually there.
And if we're gonna make this topic, sorry, I hate to. If you have a point, feel free to.
Keep going.
We'll get back to it. But to make that point even broader, TikTok has made it to where people don't even like things anymore. They just like that other people like the thing. Like instead of watching a movie that that tells them something, they just know the memes from that movie or
Right.
the iconic scenes like reaction gifs or whatever. So
Yeah.
people and after a while, it's fun, it's harmless or whatever. But then as you go on, as life goes on, and that's all we're still pretty early in this thing if you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
in the internet age, which is scary.
Yeah.
Um, people are going to grow up not developing themselves, and they're going to be full on adults and having to do
Right.
adult things, and it's going to be rough, man. So that's been one of my favorite things to kind of discuss with people, is like, how do y'all view how TikTok is affecting
Right.
people and all that
Right.
stuff. So no,
No,
but yeah,
yeah. It definitely is that sense of entitlement, and that main
yeah,
character moment, I think is huge. That has been something I've seen. It's both been something that's positive and negative. I think a lot of kids are really finding ways to be confident in themselves and
yeah,
loving, like, everyone's like, oh, I'm the main character. It's like, we can't all be main characters, bro. That's just you, like, being confident in yourself. Like, that's sure, however you want to spin that, and that's fine, and that's great. People are finding ways to make themselves stand out, and I'm
mhm,
always for that. But that doesn't mean everything revolves around you and the fact that you're there. It's just like the fact that we're all here, and that's what I love about concerts, that we there's like that
mhm,
collective. And I think, I look back to, like, Silk Sonic, but they made us lock all the phones away. One, they probably didn't want us recording the show, but, like, just that one fact, that, or like that one rule of no phones, meant that, like, damn, we're all just here. Like, we're all here,
changed everything.
locked in. Yeah, changed everything. It made so that there was nothing else. Like, it was tunnel vision on the stage. Like, everybody was locked in, and that is what it's supposed to be like. But it just, things get so lost when you put a camera in front of someone. I think I've even taken classes on this, at film school, where it's like you have to know the ethics of, just capturing something with a camera. The moment you put a camera in front of something, no matter how organic and real it is, it's not organic and real anymore. You're
Mm,
already introducing a perspective
yeah,
within that frame. You're not showing the whole picture. Even if you're even now, look, we have cameras in front of us. You can't see my whole room, but I'm in a room in real life. You're in a room in real life, but because there's a camera here, you only see it through that perspective. So, like, it's just that idea that you're already taking away the organic nature of a real life moment by just putting a lens in front of it. So that's why I try and just, like, and I guess I'll try and just advocate for anyone. If you're seeing live music, if you're in a moment where, like, I don't want to forget this, try not to bring your phone out and record it, just because, like, just thinking back to it as a memory and not looking at it literally on your phone, where, like, it just is different. So I think that's just what I've been trying to do recently, is just try and be in the moment, to be in the moment, not to be like, oh man, like, already nostalgic about it, like, already nostalgic about the moment. And that's what I
yeah,
feel like we all are when we bring our phones out, because it's like, oh, I want to watch this later. It's like, well, you're here now. Steve Lacy's right here
yeah.
now. You just threw a camera at him. What's going on? Like, so yeah, there's my little, like, old head boomer talk for the evening. But yeah.
Nah, man, that's real. And just to bring it back to how we started the show, with Anderson.PAAK and going to that whole thing, um, I love that. Like if you're with friends, hopefully y'all can kind of coordinate. Like, okay, like here, can one person record or whatever? Like, if
Hmm.
you want to do that whole thing, like we're not anti. Like, you can record something, but you just
Yeah,
get
we're
lost
not
in the
like
moment,
get off
man.
that damn iPhone type of thing.
Yeah, we're
Like, yeah,
not we're people too. Like,
yeah.
we just showed you videos and photos that we recorded, but
Hmm.
also that wasn't our whole night.
Hmm.
We had there were so many moments where a song would come on, and I remember just looking at Matt or looking at Maya and being like, "Yo, this record is
Yeah,
crazy right now. We're
yeah,
we're loving this moment." And that's the thing that you're gonna think back on and remember. You're not
right.
gonna remember the song that's playing. You're not gonna remember the lights that are the color of the lights or whatever. You're
Hmm.
gonna remember looking at your friends and being like, "Yo, this was amazing."
Right.
That's the
Yeah,
nostalgia. That's the magic,
exactly.
and people are losing that, and that sucks. And I hope that um
We
I
get a
don't
little
know,
bit of that back. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, no.
Whew. Yeah,
That
thank
was
you. Thanks for indulging in that. The chat. There is
our thoughts. That was some of our thoughts.
Those
for
were
you.
our thoughts. Let me read a couple of your guys' thoughts on that. For sure. Kitchen Boy says, I feel like if you don't even know the music, it's always nice to see what different artists' aesthetics are for their show. That's also true. Going to a live show, you get the really big picture of the album, which I love.
Yeah.
Curry said it's cool, but it's cool to record, but you want to have fun as well. My phone had a small storage. I wasn't able to record a good part of this. Yeah, same. I literally filled up my entire phone filming Anderson.PAAK DJ. It's fine, you know?
Yeah. And
TikTok is the...
And sorry, I was just gonna say, Curry. I hope I hate to put words in your mouth, but you probably then enjoyed the second half of that content a lot more because you weren't worried about I got to get the right angle. Oh, I got to record this. I got to record that. You were probably able to lose yourself and lose like lesson zero and all that stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, there you go.
Yep. We live in a trend-only world for sure. Prince would ban phones too, most definitely. We live in a world where it's very shallow and determined by things that don't matter. That's facts. And honestly, I'm 23, yet I'm very old school in terms of being skeptical of the overuse technology and using it over human stuff. Same here.
Yeah.
I'm also 23, and I think the same thing. So I'm glad we're on the same page.
Also, both of you guys are Matthews, so that's.
Oh, damn.
I think you're talking to your doppelganger.
That's my burner account, actually. I'm just damn.
Oh yeah.
Matt spitting facts right now.
right.
For sure.
But yeah, no, thank you guys for such incredible, your insight on that stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. Curry says another thing. That's crazy where people can't be patient or have fun. Everybody wants their 15 seconds of fame and to look cool again. And just kind of like you're going to things for other people's validation for some reason, not just your own, which is just not how it's supposed to be. I hate how that's phrased, but you guys know it.
Yeah. See, okay, yeah, Matthew Dave just confirmed. It's my burner. Y'all found me.
We got him.
We got him.
Fuck, we got him.
Fuck. It's all good.
But yeah, man. Is that all we wanted to say? Is that on that or?
That's that on that. Let's get into this last segment here.
Some new music, ladies and gentlemen.
Music dropping tonight in a couple hours. What's dropping tonight? Say it in the chat. Which of your favorite artists are dropping tonight? Because there's a whole bunch of them. Everyone in their mama is dropping tonight. But
I
you got the highlights.
I got a nice little list.
All right, who's dropping?
Stop and talk a little bit about about the ones that we want to talk about. We got starting off some West Side Gun. Hitler Wears Hermes 10. One of the great, a really good mixtape series that's been dropping. Lil Wayne features A$AP Rocky, Ghostface Killer, One of the Jewels. We got a Smino album coming through.
Smino.
It's gonna have J. Cole features, The Lucky Day, Lil Uzi, Raven Lenae, who's an artist I've been getting into. Now we start getting to the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
An artist that I've been developing a love for lately, and who has the potential to drop a classic. I feel Division. Working on my Karma.
They're back.
Yeah. They're dropping an album, working on my Karma, and man, if I could stop for like a quick 30 seconds and just say like I feel like this has potential to be like my personal soundtrack for the winter.
Ooh, okay.
Like, I hear about how much they've taken their time with this album. Like they really like sat in a bunch of studios, played the album, been like, what do you think? And gotten a bunch of responses, and their singles, they've checked off a lot of boxes in terms of like super like future star boxes with some of their singles. If I Get Caught is like the viral ear catching controversial record that has a cool music video. You got What's Up, which I played for you in the car, I think, when you were over here, is like that classic timeless slow jams R&B record. And then Don't Take Your Love, which they just dropped recently, which is like that something upbeat, some a little more niche, that 2000s vibe. So working on my Karma with Drake getting out the way, I think that has potential to help this album.
Drake was dropping tonight, but they pushed it to next week, I think.
Yeah. I think one of the producers caught COVID or something like that during
E40,
So, is what it is, but we're getting the album regardless. This is a stacked weekend as is, because then we get into
the heaviest hitty. Okay, yeah. SZA, second heaviest hitter. SZA.
Oh no!
So this is a drop. No, she's dropping for sure. She's dropping a track, but this song has been out since 2020. This song has been leaked. It's been a TikTok song. She's even danced to it on TikTok since 2020. So I don't know why SZA's delayed like 3 years on this shit, but hey, she's dropping, so I'm not mad. And it's coming with like a little short film type music video with her and Lakeith Stanfield, which is pretty dope.
That's what she advertised more. I think she was just like, "Oh, the music video is dropping."
Yeah.
Shirt, by the way, in case you guys don't know, it's directed by Dave Meyers, which is cool.
Love Dave Meyers.
Love Dave Meyers. Yeah. Anything else you wanted to say? You're the SZA spokesman of the podcast.
Hey, hopefully this means like the album or something. Like she's finally releasing legitimate music, like not just leaking it or whatever, or posting her demos on SoundCloud. Like hopefully this means Punch is letting her kind of roll it out as it should. But yeah, I mean, hey, new SZA's new SZA, so that's fine.
And last but not least, definitely not least, Jesus Christ,
the most.
We here, ladies and gentlemen, the bad gal Riri's back. Rihanna dropping a new single for the Black Panther 2 soundtrack.
Yes.
Lift Me Up.
Hype. Tell me why Rihanna is dropping before Frank Ocean, bro. How'd that happen?
I knew it had to come back.
How'd that happen?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Like, I don't know. But I'm excited. I'm super excited to see what vibe Rihanna's on. I'm super excited actually for the new Black Panther soundtrack. I mean, Kendrick's Black Panther soundtrack is incredible. I like forget that it exists for some reason. Then I'll go back to it. I'm like, holy shit, So hopefully it's that moment where like she kind of, I don't know, it's like its own moment, apart from the movie. So very excited about that. Rihanna, it just makes sense, Rihanna. She's dropping the single, dropping the album, gonna do the Super Bowl. She's back, man. This year is crazy. This year is the year of everyone except Frank. So it's fine, I guess. I guess we'll see I'm gonna be 33 years old when Frank drops.
I can't wait for Frank to drop, bro, just so I could see your reaction and be like, just you, because at that point you're gonna be in denial. You're gonna be like, nah, this album's not dropping, bro. He's gonna he will make it so obvious, like he's gonna post promo.
Nah,
he's gonna be doing,
it's too late for Frank, bro.
Snippets, video footage, and you're just gonna be like, nah, it's not dropping.
It's not dropping. Yeah. But it's too late. Even if it does drop, so much time has passed. It's not gonna live up. It just can't. Like, it just can't, bro. Like, you've waited too long.
Really? But then what if?
But what if it does? Then you know what? I'll take back every single thing I've ever said about Frank. If the new album drops, I'm not saying like this year, but when it drops, if it drops, and it lives up to the hype of what, 6 fucking years? I don't even know how many years it's been. But if it lives up to the hype and exceeds my expectations, we'll delete the scammer video. We'll delete the Frank Ocean scam video.
We'll make it unlisted.
We'll archive it. We'll archive it. Yeah.
But so back to Rihanna. One thing I really hope she does for the Black Panther soundtrack is I like when Kendrick kind of used like sonic kind of moments from the movie to put
I like that. Yeah.
I think that would be a really cool addition. And real quick, as Rihanna is coming back today, real quick, I just want to get what is your favorite Rihanna record?
Ooh, that's a good question. See, like I could go old Rihanna. I can go Umbrella Days Rihanna.
Oh, Umbrella Days.
But
and it's not the best. Like if it's just a pop single, if it's a sleeper hit, let us know in the chat. What is your absolute favorite Riri record?
But for me, I mean, it'd probably be something off Anti. I really love Love on the Brain. I mean, that's a great record. I love her rendition of the Tame Impala track, the Same Old Mistakes. Her like version of that. Man, I mean, Only Girl, like it's just so many club bangers, man. Her stuff with David Guetta,
Honda Replay,
yeah, Diamonds, like come on, bro, like so many bangers. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this new Rihanna, honestly.
So I like how I asked for your favorite one and you just listed just like.
Those are all so good, bro. Like they're all my
No.
favorite.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, man. One also song I like is Princess in China, the
Mm,
Coldplay record. That song is so immersive and beautiful and
mm.
so sonically beautiful. I love that one. But yeah, let us know if y'all have any good ones. Do the SNL tracks. Anything counts, honestly.
Anything
We don't
counts.
have any hard and fast rules or anything. But yeah, no. So, while we wait for that, what have you been listening to?
My rotation. Let's see.
Yeah, what's in your rotation?
All right. As we close this out, I've been listening to I've been listening to that new Jay Wild tape. Is what I've been listening to. Coordinates.
Wow.
The Our Thoughts alum. If y'all don't know, Jay Wild, go look him up right now on Spotify and save and listen to Coordinates by his latest kind of it's like a 3-track EP, kind of just care package, whatever you want to call it. But nah, Jay Wild was the first person we ever interviewed on this podcast. If you go further back enough in our YouTube timelines, back in the day, it's like I don't know, it's like a 4-part video or something. But yeah, we talked about him. We talked about how he's often compared to Frank Ocean a lot. He actually posted a video that people started like posting his songs as like, oh, like new Frank Ocean demo just leaked, and it's just Jay Wild, which is kind of weird. But yeah, no, go check him out. Coordinates. My favorite song is probably "We Try," with a little feature on there. I don't know who it is, but her name is Angel something.
Would you mind telling them what, just to sell people a little bit if they haven't heard of Jay Wild? Describe that feature record. You described it really well.
Yeah. I said specifically about Jay Wild is that what he reminds me of. If you listen to his first album, Blue Patio, imagine Frank Ocean over Childish Gambino type beats. Like that's the vibe, which is just you can't go wrong. But this specific new song, "We Try," it sounds like if Ariana Grande and Frank Ocean made a track together, which is
Over a Bino beat.
over a Gambino beat, which is just wild. But no, I mean Jay Wild, he's his own artist in respect, to his artistry and stuff like that. He's great. But yeah, I've been spinning that since it dropped a couple days ago. I've also been listening to this playlist called Lockjaw on Spotify. It's what I work out to. Just a bunch of hard-hitting. It's called Songs That Break Bones. So it's just hard-hitting songs to work out to. And then I've been listening to my Erykah Badu mix. A lot of Erykah Badu. And some Slum Village. Some Jay Dilla. So very R&B heavy right now.
I like it. Yeah.
Early 2000s.
For sure. Yeah, I'm also in a little bit of a R&B vibe. I just posted a little slow jams playlist that I'll shamelessly plug on
Yeah.
chat on the chat real quick. Go ahead and check that out. It's just an hour of nice easy slow jams, something nice and slow for you guys on just because like I commute every week and I just nothing better than sitting back on BART and just playing something nice and easy. So I get that. Wanted to help kind of give that off a little bit. What else have I been listening to? Honestly, I've just been super excited for this. Well, like I said before, earlier today, I was listening to Good Kid, Mad City. But also, I'm just really excited for this Division album. So I've been listening to Amuse and Her Feelings. Go check that album out. Also, another album I've been listening to. I mentioned her earlier. Raven Lene is an artist that I've been getting into. She has a feature with Steve Lacy, funny enough that we're mentioning him, and also I don't know, I see someone mentioned in the chat that Steve Lacy will be on SNL.
Yes, crazy
with Amy Schumer.
The Amy Schumer hosting.
Oh.
I don't know, man. Steve
Rough.
Steve Lacy's getting the short end of the stick lately.
Yeah, damn, that's rough. So yeah, go check out Raven Lene, Hypnos, and then one other album that I've been that my sister kind of like texted me about and got me back into is Renaissance, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Went back to that album and man, it's so good, man.
Such a
so
vibe.
good. Like
She killed it.
a Beyonce album. Oh, the dogs. telling us to wrap it up.
Yeah.
But you know, Beyonce very well could have just dropped in any album, and anyone
Mm.
could have, and the Beehive would have gaslit us into thinking it was good.
Right, right.
But oh man, this album is
It's
so
actually
good.
good. It's actually
It's,
good.
it gave me the feeling, the same feeling, and I hate saying this because it comes off as meat riding, but it just is what it is. It reminded me of Don FM in that I wish there was a club that just played that album,
Right.
like just over and
Beyonce
over.
night. Yeah.
Yeah. So love that album. Would definitely, you know, if we're talking about albums, you know, that you want to go back and listen to again, I think that's another one that you guys, that you're just gonna experience it and you're gonna be like, yeah, this is really good music.
For sure.
But let's get to some of this new music first. That's dropping in an hour and a half.
Tonight, new Rihanna, new SZA, new West Side Gun, new Division. All we need is a Brown Boy marathon, and we're good.
new
New Nav.
The album with the sweater didn't do it for you.
No,
With
I
the
need that new.
sweater?
I need that new stuff. I need that leaf Nav.
That new. Oh, also, yeah, Deluxe, Baby Keem Deluxe.
Oh yeah. Baby Keem
Oh,
Deluxe, which is crazy. There's so many tracks on that album, and he even added more. And there's gonna be a deluxe version, the melodic blue. It's a stacked night, y'all. It's gonna be a good night.
A lot of listening, you know. But yeah, with that said, let's get ready for it, man. Let's
Yes,
get
sir.
ready. Let's go grab some dinner and go listen to this new music, man.
sure.
Oh, real quick, what are you listening to first? Do you know?
Probably Rihanna.
Yeah.
That's the most
gotta
hype.
be Rihanna record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll go Rihanna, SZA, Baby Keem, West Side Gun.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I'll go Rihanna, SZA, and then
This is like
Division.
one track, so it won't be that long.
Yeah. Because I was gonna go Division second, but I was like, that's the whole album. Let me get through all the singles. And that Smino album, that's gonna get play.
Right.
I think that's gonna be my tomorrow playlist
For sure.
or listen. But yeah, anyways,
Then Nav.
y'all-
Right. Then Nav.
Nav is just always. I'm
I always just
I'm
cap my
listening
night
to them.
off. Yeah.
I'm listening to the album, but then in the background, I'm playing Nav.
yeah. I always kind of have it in the ambiance.
I'm playing Nav right now.
Yeah.
To be honest,
All
I
right,
just
Nav.
can't.
Thanks, Nav. Play us out. All right, y'all. Thanks again for a great Our Thoughts live as always. Thank you so much for coming through. Happy Halloween. Enjoy. Have a safe Halloween weekend. Get turned. Get a sugar high. And be in the moment with your friends. And enjoy my favorite holiday. All right, y'all. It's been real.
Love y'all.
Peace. Adios.